We recording. We here.
We
Oh my God! There's an applause.
back. We are
Jesus.
back.
No, everyone, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, they
No,
kept it short.
it's well, fuck you too then. Anyway, we're here.
What's
We're
good,
here.
y'all? We back once again.
We have returned from the depths of the real world to deal this potent audio dope, like we always do.
Once again, and like we tell you always and forever, we back. This time we on YouTube, so shout out to any new motherfuckers on YouTube. Shout out to returning motherfuckers on Twitch and anybody that's been listening. You dig?
Yep. Shout out to everyone around the world, across the pond and shit. Hot places, cold places. If you somewhere where penguins are at and you listening, shout out to you because you a soldier because it's cold outside where you at. So shout out to you.
That's a fact.
But episode 202, Millennials Podcast, House of Spades Media. We in this bitch like we always have been and always will be. Who are you? Let the people know so we can get to the shits.
Well, once again, it's not like we don't do this every motherfucking week and every motherfucking episode. I told y'all once before. I'm gonna tell you again. I be's the one and only. Busy 9-3. Who is that? The motherfucker who can't go down, aka call me Khalifa. Some call me the Tiki Torch Nazi daughter Slayer. Some call me the Crooked Court Justice. Some call me Captain Dr. Science. I do not have a lab coat. It is at the dry cleaners. I paid the Koreans to get me right. It's getting pressed and freshed up, starched and shit right now.
That's a
None of
lie.
that
You practicing without a license.
Keep that on the low. Ain't nobody need to know all that. Man. But I got it for the low. You did.
$20 butt lifts.
That's a little more.
I'm gonna say if you get a long line, them dollars add up. You feel me? You at least got to throw in a $35 deal if you to get both done.
It's a deposit.
Eh.
You gotta have your security deposit down.
Look, most of these people, most of the chicks that will be coming in for a $20 butt lift don't even know what the word deposit even means. So why would
it's $1,000? So they know what it costs.
That's too much child support money. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I get it.
You feel me? You feel me?
Saving is the key.
And hailing from the home of bitchin' tequila, 50-cent margaritas, and cartel dealings is your one and only motherfucking Jose Ortega, aka Tequila Papi, aka the Almighty Rum Lord. Just in case you needed to know, I am drinking tequila today. Today is one of the tequila days. I just quit smoking, so therefore, it's one of them.
Okay.
We going back.
Right.
We're going back to the roots on this one, aka the Almighty Martin Quarantino. If you didn't know, I'm God, bitch, you not. Deal with it. You know, this fly guy, and then there's pod guy. Praise the Holy Trinity. You did. Also known as Tito Lee, the Almighty with the motherfucking kung fu kick. Wah! Coming down off the sixth rope like say Mysterio that I am. And just like, and even though I did quit smoking nicotine, we still the motherfucking petrol known. And once again, episode 202, Millennials Podcast, House of Spades Media. We getting to the shits now. What has happened this week? What do you want to discuss? Because we've had a lot happen. People got punched. People getting sued. Motherfuckers going to jail. Motherfuckers need to be freed. You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of shit happening, and
there's bestiality this week. That
I don't even know you say that word. In Grand Theft Auto.
Shit.
I don't even know you can do that, bro.
Look, fam.
Don't get us torn down before we come up, nigga.
Look, we ain't doing it over this side of the country way. This is on the docket. It is some
terrible about the subject matter.
Look, fam. I think the environmentalists would
Loved it.
would
Loved it.
appreciate us bringing up such information so the world knows that there something needs to be stopped. Matter of fact, we starting there.
I
So
should have put this on
you
YouTube.
you should have because it's smart things
Not
to
this
do.
episode. Shit.
Yeah. So inform the world of. Well, did you read the article? Did you read the article? Let me ask you first.
Are we talking about the in Grand Theft Auto playing with animals crossing mixture?
Yeah. So some sick motherfuckers decided to take advantage of a lizard in India.
A
Now we
monitor lizard. I didn't know what that was.
I didn't know what a monitor lizard was neither. At first, I was just thinking like, so we giving souls to robotic things now? Like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, so if it's a robot and you do something like that, it has feelings, and it's like, no, we've had this conversation off air. They're like, it doesn't have feelings. It's not. It's not a thing. It's not. Your toaster is not a thing. It doesn't have feelings, bro. If you don't put toast in your toaster for like 6 weeks, because you're not feeling no toast, your toaster ain't gonna be like to the refrigerator, like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up, bro. I'm gonna electrocute this nigga this week. Like, it's not gonna matter. So I'm just like, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Generally speaking, it's not
But
gonna
a monitor lizard is pretty much like one of the tagged animals that we have in the wilderness here stateside. We just, they know where you at. If you know what I'm saying? If you a bear and you tagged and you walking through Los Angeles, they gonna be like, oh, Hummy outside of the zone. We need to go get them. You know what I mean? But these monitor lizards are actually endangered lizards that live in India and shit, and they're protected by the Indian government
them being
in these
endangered.
wildlife
Okay, so that's why
preserves.
they got arrested.
Yes, dog. It's like these. They have like their own Yellowstones and shit for these endangered animals and species, and it's protected. And they have like fucking cameras like posted up like within these 100-mile radiuses and shit. I think it's it. So to pretty much in a 100-mile radius, these stupid motherfuckers took advantage of a whole lizard, one after another. It was like 5 or 6 of them, and it was caught by a camera. But after they took advantage of said lizard, they killed it and then they ate it.
Yikes.
Once again, this is an endangered lizard, yo. This is an endangered lizard.
Yo, let me tell you, when I read the headline, bro, this is the first thing that ran through my head. I read it and I didn't know what a monitor lizard was. So I said the lizard did what to four men? And apparently four men did it to the lizard. Literally
Now,
and figuratively.
I looked for like
I
30
don't
minutes for like a motive. Like they ruled
why
out.
do you have to kill it and eat it?
That's why I was looking for a motive. Like, is it some type of voodoo shit? A religious sacrifice type of thing, like cultism. What is it? I didn't find no type of good reason. So said individuals are in some Indian prison right now because they took advantage of a lizard, killed it, and then ate it. Now,
And yes, the type of advantage you think we're talking about. That type of advantage.
now you would think this would be an isolated incident. It's not. They get thousands of cases like this a year. Now, which leads me to the question: why are y'all doing this shit to these animals? Why do people do that? That's wild. That's wild, yo. On purpose. This is like there's no drugs involved. Like I would understand it if you was like on a bath salt trip and then you just like
I don't
have
even understand it then, bro.
look, fam, I ain't never done bath salts, but the people I've seen that do some bath salt shit look like the Walking Dead. So you don't know what it's gonna do.
Look,
Therefore, if you just so happen to take advantage of fucking Bambi because you was tripping off bath salts, and then you woke up next day like, oh my god, I've been defiled and I defiled something. Okay,
look.
it's a trip, but you did this on purpose, soberly with your homies. You didn't just say I'm doing this by myself.
Right.
I'm
This is
bringing my
a
homies
group
with me.
decision.
This was a group decision. This was a group
was
decision
a group
because because
decision.
fam, at any point in time, we could have just at any point in time we could have legit said like, "Yo, I d- I don't want to do this." If you just someone like, yeah, we come with us to go do this thing.
Oh, I can share my screen on here. Wait, I'm gonna bring up the article.
Yes, please bring up the article.
I'm gonna bring
Share
up
that with
the
like, cause Jesus Christ, it's shocking. It's shocking. I'm disturbed. I am really disturbed because I can't come up with. Look, fam, I
oh
will
my
sit up
god.
all day, all night, and watch murder docs and shit on YouTube and wherever I can find them because I like that shit. It's the analyzation of the authoritarian's mind, the police, FBI, whoever, to the idealism in the mind of the serial killers, that person. I always like that dynamic because it's like you kind of got to go into that world to figure out who the fuck the guy is. So it's like you kind of got to cross a certain line. So I fuck with that.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
can understand it. What I'm saying is like I can understand it, but it's like no, I can't understand. Like yeah, look here, homies, we're going on a lizard mission, and this is gonna be lizard lick, no towing,
was it
and
no towing?
no towing,
Here it is. Oh
and then
yeah.
we're gonna eat good after that.
I don't know if we can put that word right there.
And then
That I
look,
guess that's the type of lizard it is.
that is sickening in itself. Because nigga, why would you do that? That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Did it like look, fam? Do you even know what type of toxins is inside of that thing?
Now this took place on a tiger reserve.
So there was tigers too, son. You had to go through some stupid shit to say that I'm intentionally gonna go do this. You had to go through a whole Indiana Jones mission. Matter of fact, it might have been 12 homies when they actually started off on this mission.
See,
Some of them niggas might have got eaten.
this answers our question right here.
Like, what the
Right here.
fuck?
Can you see this right here? You see my mouse?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. Well, nigga, it says right here, I have never seen a crime like this before. All these men were in their 20s and 30s, and they appear to have done it for fun. There was no religious or black magic agenda.
Nope.
A local
Like I
court
said, no
granted them
voodoo.
bail last week. Why would you give these niggas bail?
Indian law works different, bro. Like,
Oh
straight
my
up.
god. Yo.
There's certain places, a life sentence is really fucking like 14 years. Like, certain places, like you could do a real bad crime and you just do 14 and that's it. You out. Like, so their law is a little different.
It was an endangered species. If you did that shit in America, nigga, they never let you go. Nigga.
Fuck the government or like the police letting you go, nigga.
They turn you
Like,
over to Peter and they turn you into somebody's meal.
oh
Nigga, feed
yeah,
that
like
bitch meal.
you will be skinned alive by PETA.
You gonna feed your ass to a monitor lizard.
Some chick named Lily with holes in her shoes is gonna that looks like a fucking arts teacher is gonna roll up on you and stab you, like over that type of shit.
It would
Like
be really
like that like
pain
that
to
will
see, wouldn't
like
it?
that would make some people I know that's really about that environment life very upset if it happens stateside. Like very upset. They're going out with picket signs and they're making Facebook pages
See,
and everything's gonna be green for like the next 16 to 18 months. I'm telling you.
I just,
Remember when they killed the ape?
oh,
Oh my
rest in peace.
god.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god.
Did you see in the article that I sent you? There was something they said that they also took advantage of a pregnant cow. Not the same group of people, but
Yeah, but yeah, like I
it was
said,
in India as well.
this is
Cows are
not an I
sacred over
said
there,
yeah,
so that
man.
might
Like,
have had some religious connotation to it. But I just
but
don't get why. Why does that population of men have
why
an
is that your
affinity
thing?
for that?
Yeah, why is that the thing? Like
Seems to be amongst the East Asians and the whites.
I think it's a general, I think, Western answer to like, you fuck me over, I fuck your wife, I fuck your girlfriend, I fuck your fiance. It's not like you fuck me over, I'm gonna fuck your dog. Like no, like no, that's not even amongst the top five things that you're like, yo, I'm gonna fuck that to get back at you.
That's
It's
true.
not even in top five.
That's true. That
You
is
a
true.
sick motherfucker at that point. You're like, fuck your dog. Like why? It's a poodle. Why?
I don't think you could do that to get back at somebody. I don't think you should do that to get over on somebody. Like, no,
No.
there's no. I've heard about girls that put peanut butter in places and let certain animals do things to them after that. And then they brag to their boyfriend that they made that said animal do that. And then they go, ha ha, fuck you. And they leave them as if that's like a stunt. Like that's just fucking weird and abusive.
Yeah, it is. It
Somebody did
is.
that to
And
my dog to get back at me, dog. I'm taking my dog need to go get the kit. You need the
it
kit.
happened on an episode of Nip Tuck. Now that we talking about it, Nip Tuck's in a promotional bag. Um,
Nigga, that show been dead for 20 years.
I don't give a fuck. It's streaming somewhere. It's in a bag.
Probably not.
Anyway, it is. Uh, they one chick on that show was she fucking was putting peanut butter on her boobies and shit, and
Nice.
having her, and she had like a fucking like a Great Dane or some shit, like
Mm,
licking
I
it
get it.
off of her. Yeah, and then and one day this motherfucker got too aggressive and really bit that motherfucker off, like the whole front of the titty, and they had to like do redo the whole, you know what I'm saying, do day job and shit, and make it a titty again. And
Titty
I'm just
upholstery.
yeah, they had to, you know what I'm saying, they did work, you know what I mean. But then she kept doing it, you know what I mean, still because that was
What?
like her thing. Yeah, because
Like, bitch, we can only save your nipple like twice.
exactly. But
It's not gonna work.
it, it's like
What
people
are
do
you
that
doing?
type of weird shit. It is still weird and it's still abuse. I feel like that's still fucking animal
Oh
abuse.
yeah,
Like I
it
don't. Yeah, it's
definitely that is abuse.
if there was a Me Too movement for animals, I think that would fit the classification. You know what
Probably
I
should
mean?
be, honestly.
Like you Me Tooing the dog
Considering the story we're talking about, it probably should be.
you know. Cause yeah, you know what I mean. Like you know that the
How does
dog
the
gonna want peanut butter and shit. You
how
know that
how does the animal speak up for themselves
they
in a
can't.
Me Too situation?
They
How do
can't.
you Me Too
That's why Pablo
anyone?
Escobar's hippo population and shit are human beings and they have rights, yo. Like that's exactly why. Like, yo,
Oh
we can't
man,
just be going down shooting hippos and shit. Like, yeah, they fucking up the ecosystem, but maybe the ecosystem needs to change a little bit. That's called evolution.
could hurt,
You
could hurt,
know?
could hurt.
It could, I mean, but it could, it couldn't. Who knows? You know what I mean? They're like, shit might be a little fucked up for about 50 years, but yeah, then it corrects itself.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
know? But it's like that's natural evolution, I think. So, but what's not natural evolution is going up and with your homies, with 12 of your homies, and doing some foul shit with five of them because the other ones got eaten by tigers on the way down and thinking that it's gonna be all okay.
And that's the other part, nigga. You snuck past all the tigers because you knew not to fuck with them. You knew not to fuck with the tigers, and you went to the monitor lizards. R.I.P. Save
Nigga,
the monitor lizards, man.
Nigga, it was a fucking lizard. You a bold ass man for even trying something just as sick anyway. But
But you
I'm
knew not to
convinced.
fuck with the
But
tigers.
yeah, but when we talking about a tiger reservation, you know, I'm thinking about it like this: 10 of them niggas went up there, five came down. So
Well, they said
I
that.
don't.
What was it? Four? Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 of them. They said,
Yeah, so I'm really convinced that maybe a couple more went up there. They just didn't make it. And
imagine
it,
being in your. Well, we are in our 20s, but imagine being an Indian in your 20s or your 30s, sitting there chilling, smoking hookah with your homies. You realize you ain't got no business in the room, and you say, "Hey, that sounds like a good idea." And granted, had there been a female in the room, I don't know if there would have been a better, some wouldn't have been a similar result, but because they seemed like they just were on some shit for fun, apparently. But that's just fucking weird.
Nah.
You
See, I
gotta
don't.
wonder, did they finish inside of it when they fucking did they cooked it and ate it like that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That adds a whole nother level of weirdness.
But here's my thing. If you asking me to think like that, Indians believe in capitalism. Like they believe in capitalism. So if you let's just say we are homies and you bring up that idea, my thing would be like, all right, first off, you sick, and the rest of y'all that agree with this nigga is sick too. But if we go up here and we do run into said lizard, and then we get this said lizard, I want the skin because I'm making some shoes. That's some authentic motherfucking shoe, lizard shoe. So I can get myself a fucking plane ticket to go to United States, so where I can open me up a gas station. Like I'm not fucking with
Man,
y'all
if you
niggas
just
on
out
the
with
shit
the
that
boys,
y'all doing though.
no, if you just out with the boys having fun and that becomes part of the plan of fun, there's nobody in that group that thinks like that, nigga. That's
Nah,
all
cause
I'm saying.
some way, cause real shit. If I'm thinking that way, which I believe a lot of Indians do, cause they believe in capitalism just like we do.
Do they?
I would
I think
yes.
it's more so of an imperialism thing, but all right.
Yeah, but you got to believe in why do we have as the United States have like a high Indian population? Well, not a very
Oh,
high
for
one,
real,
but there's
bro.
millions of them here. Like you, it's not just like an isolated amount of people. It's like yeah, the capitalism over there is like a good thing. They take that shit back to their whole shit. You know what I'm saying? To their communities and governments, and then rise it up based off of what the fuck we do over here. They just do it different,
That's
cleaner.
true. But I'm
You know what I
saying,
mean? But what I'm just saying
we're
is,
talking
you
about a
believe
group
in
of
it.
we're talking about a group of gator fuckers. Okay, so
Look,
this isn't I'm assuming a very high level of intelligence group of people here. So let's
look.
talk about this group of people. If we're
out
gonna
of
talk
out of
about,
those 10
let's have
individuals that
move
went out of those 10 individuals that went up there, out of them, like three of them that got eaten was gonna open up some type of business. The other ones that got convicted or got caught up for doing the nasty shit, two of them was gonna open up businesses. And now nobody getting no gas stations. Nobody, no mobiles for nobody.
so what you
Now,
saying is all of those niggas went for the Tigers because they're risk takers.
no, what I'm saying is we like there needs to be a psychological evaluation if this is a continuing problem within your land.
I
That's
don't
all
know
I'm
if
gonna
they're
say.
gonna do all of that, unfortunately.
I don't think they will, but I'm like, there needs to be a reevaluation of what we're doing. If this is a major crime, if this is what hits a major crimes like desk,
I feel like if PETA was
you
in
know,
that country, you know what I mean? Like if they had their own thing. Anyway, moving on. Can y'all believe if this is your first time listening? Can you believe this is a hip hop podcast?
you, they laugh though. Everybody laughs. We're
Yeah.
stupid, but here we are. What we talking about next? Punches or music?
Oh, well, I don't think you can go from that without just getting all the violence out the way, nigga.
That's not violence.
It is violence.
Ah, yeah, you kind of right.
The
Never
first
mind.
one is definitely violence. This one is, just sometimes you gotta learn, and I think you said it off air. You said it best. You just gotta not poke the bear sometimes, and people got a bad habit of poking the bear. And every time when you poke the bear, the motherfucker reacts like a bear, and they go, "Oh, why you acting like a bear, nigga? Why you think? Why you think?" Like,
My co-host is referring to uh the man's that the
the legend, the
the
myth.
great Iron Mike Tyson made go night night and made him get a very night great great beautiful sleep. I just think he was tired, my nigga. Real shit. I just think he was really it was a red eye flight and he needed some sleep and Mike Tyson made him go night night.
He
They were
deserved
just
a nap.
He just needed some melatonin, bro. That's all he needed, and
Only
he had it
needed
in his
that
fist, and he was like fat,
melatonin.
fat, 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 fat. But
I don't even. They said they hit him. He hit him with like a one piece or a two piece or something. And it was a wrap. Boy, forehead was
I'm
bleeding and everything. And
it's
then I guess
Iron
he
Mike
clocked the other
Tyson.
nigga or something.
You are first off. Come on, bro. I'm gonna say this: if you a fighter in this world, in my opinion, like a fighter, like you a professional fighter, you get up and you train your body to fight every single day. I don't give a fuck whether it's UFC, bare knuckle, boxing, especially. These niggas is different. Like you, as a regular human being, because you got into a street fight and outside of a fucking shitty nightclub with a bouncer, you not ready for that nigga. You not ready
No,
for Iron Mike Tyson.
no, no.
I'm really surprised man's head didn't explode.
It's been a
Like,
lot of niggas though seeming to feel like they can play with him or just. There's been a lot of shit starting in front of Mike recently for some reason. It seems
the
like
comedy
last
club
day,
shit,
the shit on the one balcony when the nigga pulled the gun on his security. Did you see that
bro.
one?
No,
No, it was this one where dude was I guess dude had been waiting in line trying to do the meet and greet with Mike, and he was like the last nigga there, and he got into a security guard. And the security guard was like, "Bro, I'm gonna need you to back the fuck up." He said he done. He said he done. He like, "Bro, don't play with me like that." And then the nigga pushed him. He said, "I said get back." Bro pulled his pistol out. Mike like, "Yo, hold up, hold up." Mike was just sitting backwards in the chair, sitting there watching these niggas argue. And I was just like, "Yo, hold up, come here, come here, come here. Don't do all that. Put that away. Come here." He like, "No, nah, I gotta go out and pull my shit out. Nah, this nigga playing with me. I gotta." He like, "Calm down. Come here. What you trying to talk to me about, bro? What's up? What's up?" And then he was like, "Man, I'm just trying to tell you how much I love you." He was just a fan, trying to be a fanboy out for a minute. He did that. And then he like, "All right, bro." He got up, he gave him a hug. He like, "All right." He like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here though, Mike. They don't call the police on me." Like, ain't nobody will call the police on you, man. Calm down. You good. Just leave peacefully. He ain't even mean all of that shit like that. And then the security guard is like, "But Mike, you seen how you acted. You nigga calm down. Calm down." How you handled that shit smooth as fuck. But it seems like it's been a lot that nigga recently. So I'm not surprised he finally slapped the nigga.
well, I
And
think
the
from
nigga threw a water bottle at him. You punch a nigga. Nigga throw a water bottle at you. You punch him if you can find him.
like I said, bro. He asked man's politely to
Or reach
chill.
him.
He asked man's politely to chill. Yo, you violating. Chill. Throwing water bottle. The last nigga that I remember that I knew for a fact was nuts that got a water bottle or any type of bottle thrown at him and hit him in the face like whap. That was Ron Artest.
Oh yeah. That didn't go
Or
well.
current or currently well as Meta World Peace. But there wasn't nothing peaceful in the world when that nigga did when he got hit in the face with a bottle. It
Kind of meta, but
that
not
shit was
very
so
peaceful.
that shit haunted that building so bad after that nigga. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Didn't haunt
It
the building. That shit put some good stank on it.
it haunted the building so bad. As soon as the
It
Pistons
didn't
cleared
haunt
out to go to
shit.
Little Caesars Arena, they blew that bitch up. Like that's like that's exactly what happened from
Rest
that.
in peace to the palace.
Rest in peace to the Palace. That's some great moments in that place.
I still
But
remember that fucking layout of that building in my head.
bruh, like it's drilled in there. That in the
Mm-hmm.
Silver Dome. I know exactly where to go in the Silver Dome. I don't know
Never
why.
went to the Silver Dome.
I've been in Silver Dome so many fucking times
I
just
think I
for
went
different
once when
stupid
I was
shit.
a baby. And that was it. Never been back
It
since.
was a bunch of different stupid shit. It was never a football game, but it was yeah. Been to Fort
I
Field for
think
a
I went for
football
like
game
a
though.
wrestling event or some shit. It was either wrestling or football. One of the two.
I think it was like circus one year. Like one year. I
Oh yeah,
swear to
it might
God.
have been that. It might have nah. It might not have
I
been
want
wrestling.
to.
It might have been the circus.
Yeah, I want to say it was
Because they
circus
used to
one
do
year.
the. I used to go when I was a kid. I used to go to the Universal Circus. For those of y'all that remember that, Charlotte.
Yeah, Chucky Ducky in the bitch.
Yeah, I went to that bitch 2 or 3 times when I was a kid.
See, my daughter been to the white circus and shit. She ain't been to the black circus yet, and the black circus is lit. I'm sorry.
Do
It
they still do the
it's.
Universal Circus?
I think they do. I think they do.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
I gotta
think
do
the first
shrooms and
time
go. I gotta do shrooms and go to the circus.
I was about
Like
to say, if they still doing that,
that's
probably
a
be some
lit
shit to
thing.
find to do. That might be a
Yeah,
little exclusive little episode y'all get. There might be some
Y-
Patreon shit. You go to the circus.
real shit. Like, that's live. Anyway, how did we get here? Anyway, Mike Tyson punching people in the face.
Yeah.
He
Can't
make
throw water
motherfucker.
bottles at legends and you can't throw water bottles at
No,
people, period, and expect nothing to happen. I don't care if it's Mike Tyson or not. You throw a water
no.
bottle at me on the plane, bitch, I'm gonna hit you too.
I'm gonna hit you real hard. You throw something at me, like for real. I don't give a fuck if it's a water bottle or not.
That's
It
like
could be,
spitting on a
it could
nigga,
be,
bro.
it
Like
could
who
be
want
empty,
me to
my
fuck
nigga.
you
Yeah,
up?
yeah. It could be empty water bottle, nigga. You getting fucked up. You
Mm,
could throw a Rello package with one
in Grand
Rello
Theft
in it.
Auto. It's funny how they do that in airplanes on Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? I'm gonna just have to delete both of these live streams. Just call it a night.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, we have the video from the Riverside. I'm just gonna have to delete the live streams because if I leave this shit up, they're gonna delete the fucking account.
My God.
Maybe I
You
don't
know,
know.
you
And
know
if you're
what?
commenting on Twitch or YouTube, I can't see it. Sorry.
You know what? There ain't no more freedoms in this world no more.
I gotta get the pop up and shit. I'm working
There
on it.
ain't no more free. It was supposed to be America, damn it.
Hey, it is America. We just gotta sell this shit. Can't be talking about the B word and things and GR and GTA and whatnot.
Oh my God.
Look at
My
me.
my grandfather would be just depressed about the world, what the world has come to.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
He'd looking around and be like, there's Care Bear stars on everyone.
like, what's wrong with a Care Bear star?
We know what's wrong with it.
Shooting love out your chest onto another's chest. What's wrong
Everything.
with that?
Everything. So, anyways, stop trying to play Mike Tyson, dog. Stop trying to play Will Smith. Stop trying to play these motherfuckers like they ain't gonna smack people, bro, for being an asshole. Like you really need to stop. Like you really need to stop.
I think Mike is one of them niggas that's calmed down. He's been the poster child, I think, in the last 5 years, for 5 to 10 years actually, for calming down and being like, level headed. But
He smokes weed
don't
now.
poke the bear, my nigga.
But you don't really want to fight nobody that can go in
Sometimes
there.
you still fight a nigga when you high though. I believe Mike was high on that plane. He just got a fucking water bottle thrown at him.
Yeah, but my point is to that. He said he was high when he fought Roy Jones Jr. in that what Triller fight.
Yeah, but this ain't Ray Jones Jr. This is
But
another nigga on the plane.
that's my point. He went into a ring with a real legendary professional boxer besides himself and fought this nigga off a couple joints and beat his ass. Roy
Yeah.
Jones didn't have nothing to do. He was like, "What the fuck is
Roy
happening?" This
Jones
nigga
looked like
still
he
got
was
it like
laying there
that,
since his last fight.
bruh. He looked like this was a charity fight, and he had no idea it was gonna be this real.
That boy brushed the dust off for real.
You know what I mean? Like couple joints, still went in there and did work. You playing with that man? If you, bruh,
I don't know. I would love to train with Mike.
I would not give a fuck
How they
if I
fight.
was the next contending fighter to get the motherfucking heavyweight belt. I wouldn't give a fuck. And like in my prime, next to get
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I'm not gonna try and want no
I wonder
Mike.
how much Mike would charge to do that.
Mike would want the bigger end of the check on that.
I'm
So
sure. But
I'm
what?
sure.
Snoop came out and said he got like he want 500,000 for a fucking verse in the video. So what you think Mike want to train a nigga for the belt? And you gotta think about it. This Snoop is
Mike to
22
train
years old
somebody
though.
for a belt?
Yeah. I thought that's what you was just saying. If you was in your prime, you get Mike to train you.
No, I'm saying to still fight Mike. Like
Oh,
if I was
his
in my
prime.
yeah,
Oh, I
no,
wasn't
I'm
gonna do
saying
that.
if I were in my prime, like prime fighter next to get that to fight for the heavyweight belt. If I was like next in line, like I'm that type of handsy with the shits.
Right.
And I still got and I got into an altercation with Mike Tyson. I'm not trying to throw hands with him.
No,
That's
no.
still Mike Tyson. That's
Well,
my point.
if you was like, yeah, if you, I feel like if you was a fighter, you probably wouldn't even get that far with another fighter because you would have too much respect for that nigga to even take it that far. Unless you was like fucked up or something, and you was like, "Hey,
Sometimes
Mike,
motherfuckers be riding.
hey,
I'm about to say
Mike, Mike,
sometimes
come on,
motherfuckers be
Mike."
riding on they high.
Like, yeah,
And
like you
they
not
get
gonna
5
fight me?
knockouts
You
in a
wanna act
row
like
and they
you don't
like,
know me,
yeah, I'm that
nigga?
nigga.
You wanna act like you don't know me, nigga? You washed up, nigga. You ain't. I mean, if you pull that card, you deserve what you get coming to you.
What I'm saying is like I wouldn't even attempt that in my prime if I was there.
No,
That's crazy as fuck. That's Iron
yeah,
Mike Tyson. We have seen what he's done to people. Like people
in
don't
like seconds.
people go home with PTSD after that shit, nigga. They don't even want to fight no more for real, for real.
Had your ass
Like
waking up like, oh shit, nigga.
like Deontay Wilder don't want to fight no more after seeing Tyson Fury 3 times. He don't want that smoke. Exactly. Exactly, nigga. You don't
I'm
need
sure if
he
he sees this, he's gonna be like, "I'll fight you, nigga." Yeah, I bet you would.
I bet you would. Yeah. But if I
You
got
drink
enough loot,
vodka and smoke cigarettes all day. You know you'll win. It's not fair.
Tito's at that. Tito's at
Or
that.
Seagrams, even worse.
Point is, if we got the loot, nigga, I'll hire motherfucking Tyson Fury to be our bodyguard if that nigga want to run up. That's his kryptonite.
I told you, I would just what you call it. I just throw eggs at Deontay Wilder.
Oh yeah, you
I just have to egg assassinate him with the eggs, like
you know what he going
hard
you know what
boiled
we
eggs.
we we being terrible people. He going through enough because we already said this when after he lost the last fight and got his ass whooped him disrespectfully as he did that his wife was gonna leave him and that's probably what he going
Is
through right
she?
now.
Don't tell me she did.
I don't know. It's something in the universe. I told you the universe been fucked up a little bit lately. So something's happening.
Yeah,
Something's
the force
happening.
has been weird, bro. Shout out to May the Fourth coming up, yo. The force has been weird lately.
Weird as fuck. It has been
Man,
all over the place.
made me
Like
want to
I'm,
watch Star Wars. Get my energy right. You feel me?
bro. I'm so excited for this Obi-Wan Kenobi shit. Like I'm really geeked.
I've been
Like
watching a
I'm.
lot of reviews on this shit on Star Wars recently. I think I'm gonna watch the movies though, because I started watching Mandalorian. I never finished it, but I haven't seen any of the new movies. So I think I'm gonna watch those. Watch some Star Wars
Ah,
more.
you. I'm gonna put it like this. Don't expect them to be as good as the first two. Like
I'm not.
the first two trips.
I've
I was
heard enough
yeah,
from them.
don't expect that
I've
at
heard
all.
enough from them to expect like I feel like a reasonable amount of
Go in,
entertainment.
go in like I went into the new Batman movie. Don't want nothing. Just want to be entertained. That's it.
I
You
feel
might
like
get
that's the
that. You
only
might not.
fair. Whoa! Wow. Okay.
Depending on what you want
See,
as entertainment. That's what I'm like. It depends.
I've heard about plot holes in them a million times over, and I'm like, I can deal with the plot holes. It's just I want I'm one of those Star Wars people. I'm like, yo, I'm there for the lightsabers and the good story. If
Mm,
the story isn't good,
it's not. If
then
they,
I'm just there for the lightsabers. And if it's not a lot of lightsabers,
the,
I'm not gonna watch
they butt fumbled the fuck out of that story, nigga. Oh my god.
it.
Oh my god! But it wasn't like they actually like straight up Mark Sanchez butt fumbled it. It was like the ball was in the air, the receiver caught it, and then ran into somebody's ass after like taking 2 steps, and then the butt fumble occurred.
Sheesh.
It's one of those like it could have been a great fucking play until
Wasn't two
blow.
more supposed to come out?
Um,
Or one
they
more?
they not. I haven't heard anything as far as discussion on new movies. So they focusing on the shows. right
Yeah, but
now.
I'm saying like it's supposed to complete the story. It's supposed to be like one or two, right?
No, the Skywalker saga is over technically.
Or it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like a 9 and a 10.
No, there's nine. It
Oh,
comes
it's
out in
9.
trilogies.
Okay, 9.
Yeah, they come out in, yeah, because the first two trilogies, the Hayden Christensen
Oh no,
and
I'm thinking of Fast and the Furious. Because Fast and
ew,
the Furious said 10 was gonna be a two-parter. So that's gonna be like
ew.
11 movies, but it's gonna be 10. Yeah.
That was one of the movie franchises I gave up on. I gave
Yeah,
up
I
on
ain't
it.
seen one since Paul Walker died.
I saw the one after that, after Paul Walker died, and I was like, I'm done. Good.
Wait. Was
I
that the one where they drove him off with the double thing? Whichever one Wiz Khalifa had his biggest song he has out.
that was the last one with Paul Walker.
Okay, that was the last one I saw, like start to finish.
I saw the one after that with Charlize Theron and shit, the one that didn't have Paul Walker in it, and I was like, yep,
That's
done.
7 or 8.
Uh, 8.
8. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, eight.
Yeah, it is 8 because I was on the Fast 7 soundtrack.
Yeah.
That Fast and the Furious 7 soundtrack was nice.
Oh yeah, I was done after 8. Because I really wanted to see if they were still going to maintain how they was going to maintain the storyline without him, and they
I
didn't do
heard
it
niggas
well.
say 9 was bad too. I heard niggas say
Oh,
8 was
nigga,
good and 9 was bad.
motherfuckers have been trying to convince me to watch that movie just to see how bad, like telling me how bad it is. Like, yo, you got to see how bad this shit is, like how it's gotten. I'm like, no, nigga, 8 was bad enough. I'm good, like straight up.
I
And then
mean,
I
but if
seen
you
in,
gonna
I
end it
seen
at
it.
10,
I seen them niggas in the trailer shoot Tyrese and Ludacris in space with a fucking in a Pontiac Fiero with a rocket attached to the back, and I'm like,
yeah, I heard they actually
yo,
did go to space. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I heard about that.
yo,
Didn't niggas
pause.
predict that like as a meme, and then it happened?
Yeah, like what's next? We going to space now?
Yeah, and then they did it.
Because in the fucking in Fast 8, niggas, when I was done with the shit, these niggas had a fucking submarine, and it's like, we was racing quarter mile strips in Los Angeles just 10 years ago.
What
What the
happened?
fuck happened?
Why
Look,
is
fam,
this a spy thriller now?
I was completely with it ending at 5 when they fucking took the goddamn safe in Brazil. I was like, this is it. This is all
5
we
was
need to do.
good. I like 5. 5 was
It was the
good.
most unrealistic shit on
Yeah,
earth for
it
them
was
niggas to
like
be driving safe.
obnoxiously over the top, but it was like I like watching that. It's cool. And then 6 was cool, and 7 was like, all right, this is good.
Nah,
And
I wanted
then
it to end
yeah,
at
I haven't seen
5.
it since.
I really wanted to end at 5 because it's like, oh shit, me and pregnant. Yeah, Paul Walker, he get to live his happily ever after. Yeah, Vin Diesel get to walk away and shit. He get a bitch, but it's not his old bitch, but he got one. You know what I mean? Everybody got paid except Tego Carron and Don Omar who blew all their money at the craps tables. But
R.I.P. Tego.
I ain't Tego. But like we get all, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody got paid. It's all good. Let's go into the night. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be. Whoosh.
You can't
And
always just let it be though.
nigga, I'm sorry. If I stole a safe, if me and you stole a like me, you, Joker, Nouveau, all of us got together and we stole a safe and drove this bitch through the city. Pick a city, don't matter which one. We took this safe, figured out a way to swap out safes, still get away with the bread. I don't give a fuck what's happening in the world. Hitler could have came back from the dead, and you could have been like, "Yo, we need you to help us in your cars, defeat Nazism." No, no, I'm sorry. Nope. No.
At that point, that's
No.
yeah. You don't want to
That's
do that.
exactly what the fuck happens in 7. Like, Yeah, we know you got away with this safe, but we need you to help get this nigga.
I didn't think about it like that, and
Why?
I haven't seen it.
It's like why?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta deal with that. So
And
where
it,
do you write it
and
after
I'm
you
gonna
go
break it down
so
like this. I'm gonna
high?
break it down like this. This is why it's so stupid. The why is, oh shit, Letty back from the dead. She was supposed to just be dead.
But you gotta keep the okay. Look. Okay, how do you feel about this then? Perfect example. Who I almost called the nigga Dom. Vin Diesel fucking put out an Instagram post, I think a couple days ago, talking about how Paul Walker's mom was giving him the blessing to bring back Paul Walker's likeness in 10 and make him a part of the movies. And he was gonna write out, they were gonna take out Mia and they were just gonna kind of leave that shit alone. He's like, he's gonna now put Mia in it and probably, I guess, use his brother in some, some digital recreation shit to make it where Paul Walker can be in the next two movies to wrap the story up. And I mean, I feel like that's okay, but at the same
That's nasty.
time, at
That's
the
nasty.
same time, it's
To save this
nasty.
to save this, to
But his
save this.
mama said it was all right though. And Vin didn't call him. He didn't call his mom and be like, "Hey, mom, can we do this?" She was like, "Hey, if you want to do that, you can do that."
Nah, Ben is nasty with it when it comes, man. Ben is nasty with it, and the only
I
reason,
hate how he
and the
does it.
only, and yeah, and the only reason I'm saying this is nasty all in all, because even the way he tried to get Rock to come in and finish it off,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying. I hate how he goes about
he
his
nasty
marketing.
about his shit.
It's
So it's like,
crazy.
even though he may have got the blessing of it, the sale on what he may have led up to with moms might have been nasty, and she would have been like, you know what, yeah, but she just got sold. Like
All
that's
his
just
shit seems
that's it.
very smug.
Yeah,
Like I feel like that's the right word for it. It feels very smug. Like
it's like I'm not really with it, but I'm I just think it's ridiculousness. Like no Rob Deerdick. Like I really fucking do.
yo, I
Because
started
because
rewatching that
once
again.
again,
It's not that bad.
mhm.
Not that bad.
But
I stopped watching for
yeah,
a long time.
you're not gonna call me up and be like, yo, especially let's say I'm Paul Walker in this universe, and y'all still doing the Fast and Furious shit, but y'all let me go because I'm raising children. You know what I mean? I got a woman. I'm living in Paradise. I got fast cars. I'm good. Like we good.
Facts.
If you call me and just come to my door and just like, yo, fam, um, I know you know what I'm saying, we did some shit back in the day that was lit, and that was like before you was a parent and shit. But um, yeah, I need you to come with me on this mission one real fast because I need you because you just left me with Tyrese and them, and that's kind of fucked up, and I kind of need you right now. You down? I will look you straight in the face and say, "Fuck you, kiss my ass, suck my dick, get out my house." No, you muted yourself.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
muted yourself. What the
Oh,
fuck are you doing?
I was trying to see why my mic wasn't working. My mic switched for some reason. It's using the mic in the computer instead of the mic in my hand. I don't know how the fuck that happened,
Mm.
but I can change it later. I guess 'cause I can't change it while we're recording.
Well, yeah, and that's
Whatever. You've been able to hear me though, right? Because it's barely been. You've been able to hear me.
not. Well, I was talking. Were you speaking or attempting to speak while I was talking?
No, I'm saying like when I've been talking back to you, you've been able to hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not always picking up. everything. I'm saying
I
it's
just
not
like,
showing on the
but
book.
when I legit stopped talking and I was like, like period at the end of the sentence, then I saw the mic
Yeah,
icon like crossed out. So I was like, your mic's off. And you were trying to talk then. And I'm like, okay.
yeah. No, that's just because I had clicked it and was like trying to see like why it wasn't picking up in the microphone. Like, okay,
Oh, fix your shit,
nah, I fucked it
useless
up. I
motherfucker.
can't fix it unless we pause. We got to take
Well,
a
let's not
break.
do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I would tell you, get the fuck out of here. Like, don't, no, I'm not trying to help you save the world with Tyrese. Nigga, I got away from Tyrese.
I
Like,
feel
the fuck out of
I
here.
don't know, man.
And then we killed the Asian guy, and then he came back.
Uh,
Well, he didn't. Well, Han died on his own in Japan. So it's like,
but they brought him
fuck.
back too, though. They brought him back too, though.
It became a soap opera to me. That's where you lose me completely. When you, all right, nerdism. So with X Men, the
What
com,
is a soap opera?
no, I'm saying like yeah, but my nerdism is kicking in when when X Men as a comic book was being written and shit. One of like the first original editors that was there, he was a young nigga, and his whole rule was like, all right, if we kill off a character and shit, good guy, bad guy, whatever, we got to make sure that that's what the fuck we want to do because we are not bringing back characters. We're not doing some weird ass universe flip shit where oh yeah we're bringing back characters or somebody finds some Dragon Balls and wish somebody back to life shit. We're not doing that. You know what I mean?
No.
We're like we're not doing that. And for the longest, for a good long period of time, that's how they ran it like with X Men in the comic books and shit. Like, and I kind of feel that shit in just in general when it comes down to TV shows, movies, whatever. If you gonna keep having a continuation of some shit, don't motherfucking say like, all right, we gonna kill this person now, but somehow, some way, we're gonna figure out a way to bring this person in later because it becomes I guess, relevant or profitable to bring this person back. No, motherfucker, it's called write yourself a better story.
Uh,
Like you
you know the funny thing about telling a motherfucker to write a better story?
make it work.
But do you know the funny thing
It's
about
your
telling
job.
somebody to write a better story? You didn't write the fucking story to begin with. So don't tell me, A, don't tell me how to end it. And B, I kind of get how sometimes it seems like it's easy when you're, let's say, fucking 100 episodes in, 10 movies in, fucking shit, 2 movies in. You can fucking write yourself into a corner and then just be like, all right, then boom, 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 and we end it. Because it's just fucking is easier
Yeah,
to do.
but that's why a lot of these fucking like the writers and these producers that make these great shows that we love as of recently, they be calling it before it even gets to that point. They'll say like they'll sign a show on for Atlanta's a good example. First season, boom, that shit hit. Then it was like, all right, we want to bring you back for two more. All right, we'll sign on for the two more. Okay, I didn't write like within this two more. I didn't like within the time of writing two. I'm finding myself into the if you're within the writers, Donald Glover, whoever. I'm finding myself to where this is eventually getting point to where it's gonna become stupid or irrelevant to what we're writing. So third season, whether it hit, whether it don't, and it hit, you know what I'm saying? Where we stop is where we stop. So you could offer me a fucking 6 more season deal. No, nigga, this is where the show ends. Because if I keep doing it, I'm gonna tarnish everything that I've already done.
Yeah, I feel like with shit like
Boondocks is that
Atlanta
way, Snowfall is that way, Breaking Bad is that way too. They
and
called they
Snowfall
shit
is
out
getting
before
to
it
that
even
point.
happened.
Snowfall is getting to that point now where it's like I gotta watch. I think the season's finally done now. I can
Mm-hmm.
go in and binge watch it.
Yeah, I'm about to
I'm
binge watch this shit tomorrow.
I'm curious. I might do the same. I'm curious to see because last season I'm like, all right, where we going? And then I saw how they twisted it
Last
up.
season was
All right,
lit.
cool. It was
That
good.
shit was lit.
So I'm like, all right, now where we how we what's gonna be the because I know episode 1 and 2 has gotta be some heavy bombs dropped. I already know. It's gotta be. So I'm like, all right, let me I got a whole bunch of TV to catch up on. I just been bullshitting.
But we know something like a show like that because of its origin point and where a lot of the story is derived from the reality. There is a year point to where shit does actually start to real fucking fast.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like Snowfall in being especially like a period piece type of thing. If you did drag it out, you kind of boring out the show because
Not
you
to
could make
mention the
you.
guy that fucking came up with it is dead. So, I mean, or
Rest
was
in peace
helping
to the
with it.
guy.
So,
I was talking to my wife about this earlier, about that John Singleton passing a couple years ago because we was talking about the Tupac movie
mm-hmm.
and shit. And I remember when John Singleton went on.
She was
I wrote
me.
I wrote a paper on John Singleton back in eighth grade, and by the way, and I still have it at my mom's house. Like one of these days, I'm gonna post it on Instagram when I find it. But uh, John wanted to do his own version of the Tupac movie
Right.
and shit because he knew Pac and had relation, knew him,
Yeah, I
a
thought he
relationship
should
with
have
him. He
been
was.
the one to like really put it
We all
together.
did. Yeah, we
We
all
talked
did.
about that. I think we probably reviewed that when it came out. I think we was probably doing that. Came out in 2017. We was probably doing this
No, it was 2016. It was before we did this.
2016.
Yep, this was
Why was
before.
2017?
Nah,
You knew it was
2016.
mid.
It
If it
was
was
mid,
mid, it was
but it
James
was
and White.
it. I think it was mid because it was things that if you were a Tupac fan, if you were I, you know what I'm saying, like or
Didn't give you nothing you didn't already
you didn't
know.
know, you know what I'm saying. It was
It
just
was
like
like your basic Tupac
if you
bio rundown.
real shit,
Yeah,
if you watch four fucking Tupac documentaries back to back to back to back, you got everything that you saw in the movie, and you probably got more that was relevant to the movie that just wasn't shown. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
that's a fact.
you didn't really get nothing out of it. And that's when John was really talking about like, yo, I would have done it this way and this way and this way. So the another side of Tupac was told,
Right.
and shit like that. And I was really hoping before he passed, well, not unbeknownst, like we knew he was gonna have a fucking stroke. You know what I mean? Like really hoping that he was eventually gonna do that, so
Right.
I could see that. But unfortunately, you wanna, what I'm saying, we aren't gonna be blessed with such a thing, and that shit was disappointing because I don't think we're gonna get a better version of a Tupac biopic than what we got, and I think it's a
Only
better one out there to
person,
be made.
only person that could probably do it better or just as good if they put the time into it would be Snoop. And I don't think Snoop wants to put that into it. I don't think he would do all of that. And if he did, it would be like only it could only be so much of a period of time. You know what I'm saying?
I think they collectively would have to get together to do it. Like it would have to be a different type of movie. It wouldn't be like it would be bio. I think they could do it if it was biopic ish,
It would just
but
be a Tupac movie. It would be about a time in Tupac's life. It wouldn't be a biopic about his life.
I think you can make a real fucking good movie out of
Them
the
Death Row
last
years.
the
Yeah.
shit. I would even say the last 48 hours before he died. Just 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 between the people, because like you got to think he was around a bunch of people. So some of them people were still alive. If you watch certain documentaries, nigga,
Yeah.
you see how many his old heads that was around him, old security guards and shit.
Yeah, a lot of them
That
niggas
was
still alive.
yeah, still
I don't know
alive.
about that
So
nigga Frank. That nigga Frank was one of his best friends. That nigga, what's his name? Frank Alexander. That nigga, I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he was one of his best friends.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking like you could even make a good Tupac movie out of just the last 48 of his life. You know what I mean? Like just even little shit. You know what I mean? You
I
can
don't
make it
get something
you
with
can make the
A&E.
death row years. You know what I mean? Because you
A&E been bullshitting.
Suge
Yo,
still alive, Snoop still alive, Dre still alive. Like you still got enough niggas that are still alive in that crew to where it's like you can make a Tupac movie just based off their experiences with him and write something out of that. You know
A&E,
what I mean?
send the fucking bag. We've been telling y'all and telling y'all, send the bag our way. A&E should send the fucking bag. See, you motherfuckers got the Tupac and Biggie show popping. That's cool. That's cool. But what if you did, excuse me, like my co-host here just said, a first 48 on Tupac and Biggie? How did that get past the development team? How did we go with a mini series over a first 48 special?
I think they did do it for. Oh no, it didn't come out. It didn't come out. It was the fucking it was a movie with it was like one of those first 48 movies and shit. It was a detective movie about like the Biggie shooting and shit, I think
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
specifically.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
Johnny Depp was in it and it got canceled out because of the fucking Amber Heard shit.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Not what I'm talking about. Not what I'm talking about. I said A&E, the TV station that does the first 48
Yeah.
TV
What
show.
what
They
what I'm
should do that. They did a Biggie and Tupac mini series about Biggie and Tupac life and death.
yeah.
They should do a first 48, like how they do the regular, how they be buying, they show the whole shit. Do a first 48 special about Biggie and Pac. How
We
did they
know
get
he
over the development team?
Hmm,
You make a
I don't
2 hour first 48 about the Tupac murder and the Biggie murder versus a 5 episode miniseries about both of them. I feel like I'm saving the money already.
actually in this point, nigga, I
Like
actually
for
want to
real.
see I want to see a fucking Baby Lane story because like in
Oh
my
God.
opinion, not like in a positive way. It's just like, yo, we know who the fuck killed Pac. So it's like we know who did that.
Do we? Do we though?
Look, nigga, if the streets of
Do we?
Compton say it, I'm rolling. Like, if South Central saying it, I'm rolling.
For all we
They
know,
from there. They
Tupac
from
is
there. Like
still
if
in
that's what happened,
the
I'm
Dominican Republic.
rolling. I'm rolling with that.
For all we know, Tupac is still in the Dominican Republic.
He's not. Anyway, I would like to see that because it like off the rip of if motherfuckers know who really did kill Pac, and you can't convict the motherfucker that killed Pac because for what we know, Baby Lane's dead. So go over after you did it? Did you like? I'm kind of curious. Like, did nigga lay low? Like, did you have to lay low? Will you go right back to the streets? Like, what happened? Was there a brag about it? Was it just like, yeah, I'm not trying to say shit about it because the world love this nigga? Like, what happens?
I don't
Like,
think
that's
that's
a
gonna
story.
that would be an even better one. A&E, send it back. Huh? Huh?
Yeah,
Huh? I know y'all listening. I know
yeah,
y'all be on my baby Bo's
yeah,
joint. Like, go ahead and you know what I mean? Do that.
yeah. Yo, look, you give me a nice fat check and a travel card so I can go around and fucking interview motherfuckers and
I
figure
get
out
on
what's
that.
what. Like,
I get on my BB shit now. Come on now.
we could do that.
Shout out to Bo's True Crime, man. I get on my baby Bo shit now. Come on.
Low key, I always wanted to do some fucking some Sean Penn shit, and like go into like the jungles of fucking Colombia and shit, and meet
That
with like a drug
nigga's
lord.
retarded. No, no,
Like I
no.
really
That
always wanted
nigga's
to do
retarded.
that. I wanted to
Soon
do
as
that
that
before he did
Ukraine shit
it. I
popped
was
up,
like, oh, he did it
didn't we
before I
just talk
could.
about that nigga? As soon as that Ukraine shit popped up, who was the first nigga over there talking about? I'm gonna interview the president in the war zone right now. Nigga, why? Why, nigga? Why?
Cause
Sean, sit
that
down.
nigga Sean Penn think he an investigative journalist. That's why. I'm doing it just to
He's
make a
Rain
movie
Man. No,
better.
he's not.
I'm just trying to make a movie better. Like that's it. Like that's all I'm trying to do. Cause in all honesty, I believe I could write the better version of the Griselda Blanco story. I definitely could do it. I'm obsessed with the story of this woman. So it's like I could fucking pull it off.
I heard
But
that Queen of the South shit was hard on Netflix too. My neighbor just put me up on that.
yeah, it is kind of hard. I catch
I ain't
episodes
watched
in
it
and
yet.
on and off and shit
So
while I catch people watching it.
it's
But
her
it's
and like with my cousin. Both yeah, her and two of my cousins was like, nah, you need to watch that shit though. Like if you like Griselda, you need to watch
yeah,
that.
but that's Mexico though. That's Mexico and shit. That's actually based off of like three Mexican three different people, kind of like pretty much
Oh,
putting
okay. Well,
together.
I don't know why they told me it was just based off Griselda.
Nah, like if you liked Griselda's story and shit, like a woman being like that person,
Oh, okay.
like
It's
yeah,
similar.
you fuck with it. You know what I mean?
I thought it was
But
Griselda's story.
nah, because Griselda from Medellin.
I haven't
But
watched it yet, so they just said Queen of the South. I figured, same
nah,
shit.
it's like no, that south, like this is just south of the United States. Like it's not
I
that far
didn't.
south.
I ain't watched
Yeah,
it. I don't know.
but
I ain't watched the shit.
I would actually be like, I would be willing to meet up with some motherfuckers that know about the shit just to get tidbits to make the movie better. I don't want to know nobody's life story. I don't want to know where you come from. You're not gonna implicate me in shit. I just wanted just a little bit of juice to sprinkle up on the shit to make it better. But also, I would like to know, like, look, if I'm gonna write any of this, I ain't gonna have no motherfucking sicarios running up on my motherfucking ass when I'm walking outside of my hotel room.
I feel like
I
you
would
can get a
like that
pussy
neutral.
if you worried about
No, motherfucker. I got
that.
family. What the fuck you mean? Like, look, if I
Ain't
make a
no
fucking movie,
Hollywood writers worried about no fucking sicarios, nigga. Shut up.
if you go into the motherfucking jungles of Medellin and meet with some motherfucking like coke distributors, yeah,
Okay, well, you
you
want to
might
write
you
a
might have
show,
that
or
problem.
you okay? Yeah, you want to write a show, or you want to fucking be Sean Penn? Because if you pull up to the jungle talking about some, I'm trying to write a TV show. Yeah, they might be like, nigga, all right, bet, come back here, let me cut your fucking head off. You say, hey, I'm just trying to document some shit and show how real it is for y'all and like y'all way of life and y'all side of things. They might be a little more welcoming.
But yeah, but that's the point. I'm not going in there to talk to you about. Yeah, we need to make this realer. It's like, yo, what
Okay, if you
is?
duck
Oh,
back
what
home
is?
and then make
Yeah,
a show about it, then yeah, they
but
might
that's what
take
I'm
the
saying. But
cardio.
my point is like, what's makes it real for you? The what's the tick of this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm I'm Mexican. I'm not Colombian. Like I can't speak for what happens in Colombia, but I can attest to the fact that Colombians and Mexicans do not get along very well. Like
I'm aware.
at all.
But
Like
we're family. Look at that.
at all. Like
Salute.
not even in the slightest. So, but like not even in the slightest. But it is what you know what I'm saying. Like there's a lot to it. You know what I mean? Because to make a woman like Griselda Blanco in a whole at that point in time, there was no main woman, like woman that was that bitch. That's that's your Scarface right there. Boom, that's Scarface. Woman, that's Scarface.
I don't know if
Even
you
if it
listen
ain't a
to the
Griselda Blanco story, that's what it is. A woman. Cause you
I,
got to think of how grimy a woman had to be that bitch.
bro. I don't
Mm.
I don't know if a lot of niggas that listen to this shit or are listening to it right now listen to it a lot. But if you happen to work for somebody that knows anything about anything, all we do is sit out here and give these motherfuckers ideas. How many times have we said Griselda is the next Scarface story? No matter which way you spin it, man or woman, you can make the next uh person LGBTQ plus IA, whatever it is. You can make them that and be Scarface, and the shit still gonna be fire if you use the right framework. It's not a hard movie to do. It's just gonna
Mm-mm.
cost a lot.
Like, bruh,
It's not. I don't know why niggas ain't pulling the trigger on it. They got the rights to pull the trigger on it. That shit is frustrating.
cause they keep
'Cause I
fucking
want
up
to
with the
see the
wrong
new version.
people.
I want to see the new version, man. They bullshit.
I
How
mean,
long
like
has
he
it
fucking
been? 50 fucking years? Come
no,
on,
nigga.
man.
This is,
Almost.
that
I got
movie
the
came out in
fucking 30th
1985.
anniversary. I got, yeah, right. So 30 year, yeah, I'm about to say I got the 25-year anniversary edition.
Yeah, it's about to,
It's been almost
it's
40.
47 years.
No, it'd be almost 40 in 2025.
No,
It
37,
came out in
37,
85. Yeah, I'm gonna say it'd be 40
37.
in
My bad.
2025.
But yeah,
No,
but my
in
thing is
40
about
years.
it, and I've talked to you about this plenty of times on and off air. Something like Scarface, it has to be almost different a little bit each time and relevant to the creation of such a character. But I've always thought that the woman version of that type of Griselda Blanco is one of a kind. Like, if we really want to be real, she's one of a kind. Because we did have Esco, but we had, you know what I'm saying, Felix Gallardo, we had Chapo, we had the Cali Cartel, we had fucking uh Amado Carrillo Frentes. We had a bunch of people who were men in this shit carry it on that's been moving brick after brick after brick over time after time.
That's a fact.
But a woman that's done it to that level, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even Enadina Carrillo didn't move that much, bro.
I think you could take 10 years out of her life and make a Scarface movie. You ain't even
Nigga,
gotta use her whole life.
you can make a fucking jail movie out of it. She can be in prison the whole
Don't
time
nobody
and just
want to
wish
see
you.
Scarface in jail.
No,
Nobody.
you don't. No,
Yes,
what I'm
you
saying is
do.
out of her life in general, nigga, you could take her prison life, what she was in prison for before they even deported her,
But you
and
know
what
what?
her influence was on the outside just because she was still on the inside. Like,
I
this
think
woman was something else.
I think back to your point about if I write this, is somebody gonna come for me? Back to your point about that. I think that also might be part of the hang up, maybe. I don't know why I feel like that, but maybe it's the Colombian in me. I just feel like that might be part of it too. Like, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, we could write the story. Yeah, we could do it, but it's a lot of niggas that still find that to be a sensitive thing.
On the real, I don't
You
care
know what
who
I
the
mean?
motherfucker. I feel like
Maybe,
who I don't care who the
maybe.
fuck
I
it
don't know.
was that was the trigger person that popped her in front of the motherfucking butcher shop. I don't know who. I don't care. I don't care who sent the who was sent the
Like
message.
somebody
Don't care.
still feels a way
Yeah,
about that for
yeah,
sure.
don't care. But I will say, if I was to write that type of movie or do that type of show, I'd want that person's okay before we did it. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
just because,
yeah,
just
yeah.
because,
Just out of
cause
respect.
yeah,
Just
cause
say,
I
yo,
on the real, I don't want
that's
some
cool with
fucking,
you.
I don't want some fucking Colombian rolling up on me and just like, yo, so you
You say
glorifying
you
that bitch?
live where?
Yeah, you glorifying that bitch, and it's like, yo, glorifying who? I just wrote a really good John, dog. I got Oscar. You see it? It's real nice. You want it? It's yours. Like, like, like
No, 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 no. That's not going to pay the cost, my friend.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want that smoke. But I think with the Griselda, because J Lo was supposed to play Griselda Blanco and shit. Like
I
the
still think
last,
she should.
I don't think so
Why? I
because
still think she can play her in an era. If you do a life story, she can't play a good 30, 40 minutes out of movie if you use like three different chicks to do a
look.
life story at different points in her life. She can for
I
sure be
believe
one of
J
them.
Lo could be and probably should be the one to probably do it. But J Lo, the way she move, she's never moved even at the height of her career to the smallest point of her career when she was just a dancer. She don't move in I'm doing one thing at a time. She does the dancing, the
Like I
fashion, the
said, that
music,
movie should
but
include multiple actresses, and she could just be one of them. Where you only need her for a few minutes out the movie, so she only doing a few scenes. Because you're right, J Lo
to
do move
go.
like that, but
But I'm
if you
saying
do a
is
story of that magnitude, if you're doing her story to do a story of that magnitude, you can't just use one girl
I
for that
still think you
movie,
got to dive into that. Like
right?
you
And
got
you
to,
can't just use
but you
one girl. You need a child to go through the bullshit she went through as a child. Just show that you need a teenage one. You need a 20s girl. You need a 30s, 40s one, which is J Lo. You need a 50s, 60s joint in jail. Like you, that could be fucking somebody else. You could do that.
you could. It would be a stretch. I think it would be just be a stretch for whoever
We
directed
do
it
life
because you
stories like that all the time. Where they use multiple actors to show the life of one
Yeah,
person.
but we talking about yeah, that's one like we talking about like a real life female Scarface, like
Yeah,
for
that's
real,
why it
like
would be
that
a great
really
fucking
existed,
movie. That's exactly
like
why it would be a great movie.
in charge of like over 200 murders, bro. Like we talking about somebody like that. That's next level shit.
And Grand Theft
Like
Auto.
that,
Yeah.
bro. That's next level shit. No, that's Wikipedia shit.
Nigga, she you can put it like this. In terms of Grand Theft Auto, she
Wow.
beat the whole game, my nigga. She beat the whole game. She beat the whole game. Like she
In
beat it
real life.
and then resold it to niggas and then they killed her for it. And then she from the grave just showed from other people little fucking mods on the game and how to make the mods work.
Nah, I'm gonna put it like definitely one of the best to ever do it.
That's what I just said. I just said it in like streamer words.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Amado Carrillo Fuentes up there at top, like at my number one though, because I think he's the only one that actually escaped. But that's my theory.
My number one still go to Pablo. My personal number one.
You kind of died broke, bro.
I respect the energy though. That's
Died broke.
real life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But bitch, I took. Yeah, I might die broke if I take
That
on
is
the
the most
government.
toxic
If I
energy
do,
ever, son.
is it?
Son blew up a whole plane to kill one person because he thought that one person was on the plane, which wasn't.
But that's why I say I respect the energy. Like the fact that you took it that far, not the fact that you did it. The fact that you was willing to go that far, and niggas didn't think you was willing to go that far, and then you still was like, "Oh, you think I won't bet?" Bing, and then that happened. And then it's like,
I
yo, did
will
he
say that.
just do that? Who does this
I
nigga
will
think
say
he is? And he said,
on
bitch,
some
I'm
real
me.
shit. On,
That's
on
who
some
I
real
think I
shit. The Colombian government
am.
tested Pablo's gangster so many times that he
And
delivered.
he
That
was
was
like, bitch, I'm me. That's who I think I am. What Kanye say? I'm a god. That's who. That I just told you.
fam. The conversation of him and dog, the nigga that plays him on Narcos does it so fucking
No,
well.
I love that shit. I love that dude. That
Fam,
nigga runs that bitch
when
up.
when Felix Gallardo like meets this nigga, like he actually kidnaps this motherfucker when he's in Colombia. Like he kidnaps Felix Gallardo and shit and brings him to the Hacienda and shit. Brings him
I
there.
think I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah, and they had no conversation about the hippos and shit. And I'm like, this is
I seen that.
like the first time I saw it, like I know this nigga's Pablo, but it's like my heartbeat started racing. Like, yo, nigga, if I'm in this nigga's
Oh,
position, bro, like this nigga really kidnapped me. I'm really in just this nigga's crib now. Like if they wanted to just kill my ass and just toss me over to these fucking hippos, that's
that's what
it.
it is.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what it's
it.
gonna
That's
be.
game, son. And then for this nigga to
Gang,
like
gang.
nigga to pull out a fucking joint and be like, I don't fuck with Mexicans. And I was like, what the fuck?
That
So
nigga
why am
Pablo
I
used to
here?
crack me up on Narcos with them fucking skinny ass joints. That shit used to crack me the fuck up. He'll roll them bitches paper thin and take the deepest.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I could do the hit. I could do the hit. I could do the hit right now. It's the.
Yeah, off a
Like
paper thin fucking joint. Like, nigga,
paper thin joint. Like what the fuck? Like yo, it's like this. Like dog.
nigga, just roll a whole one, dog.
You like dog. Like chill. But that nigga
Yo,
playing
ain't
him
trying to
is
be too
there.
high,
There
but
will
come
be
on.
no other to do that. Like
Nah, that nigga, he's the one. If they ever make a movie, they need to tap him.
oh no, it's been done. Like I was saying, Narcos was enough. Like
Ah,
that was that's enough.
yeah. You right, you right though. You right.
You get the high, the low, all the way down to the ground.
How do we always talk about Colombian drug lords on this podcast?
I don't know. It's in a bag.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm still down.
I take one.
Anyway, moving on before we can get the fuck up out of here. What else been popping, man?
Oh shit! What else has been popping?
Oh, Future said he's not toxic. The women he deals with are. They just won't admit it. And you know what?
I could see that.
Salute.
I could see that. I could see
And
that.
I can say that safely because the girl in my bed right now is asleep. I won't get anything thrown at me.
That's TikTok. That's TikTok.
She gonna slap the shit out of me when I'm done with this podcast.
Fuck a free. Started sipping syrup. I've been geeked there since.
No, but you know, Future won. I think it was GQ's Best Rapper Alive. He won. He did. He won GQ's Best GQ magazine. They did a Best Rapper Alive list for some fucking reason, and Future won the list. And that he said that happened. That it's not him, it's them. I mean, if you deal with enough of them, you know how it be sometimes. And then if you don't, then you don't. But then if you run into that right one, sometimes
Future
y'all
is
just got some static.
best rapper. All right. I'm
That's what
done with
it's
people's list,
GQ
bro.
magazine, bro. This isn't a hip
I'm
hop
done with I'm done with
outlet.
I'm done with I'm about to say I'm done with people's list, bro. I'm done with motherfuckers' list.
Everybody got a list, nigga.
Yeah, I
Everybody
about
got
to
a
say
list, bro.
I'm
It's
done
not
with
really
seeing
that
motherfuckers. Yeah,
serious.
it's not that serious. Like, nigga, I made a list of like 300 rappers that I knew about, like off the rip, just like off of memory before I even had to look into my phone, and it was like I pretty much had my top 100 down pack.
Wait, nigga. You could think of 300 rappers with no help.
Yeah,
I've never tried to, but
you can do it.
damn,
I'm about to say you could do it because there was like about
300, nigga.
yeah, I think I got to like 303 before I had to
Like
like
did you just
I
write
had
down
to go.
every? Did you just write not your favorite? You just wrote down every rapper name that came to your head that you knew was an actual rapper. Because I could probably do that. I can't think of 300 rappers that I like.
Worthy of being on a list, worthy of being on a list.
I don't think I could do that.
Like
300,
I excluded a lot of
I could
motherfuckers.
do
Like
100 for sure. I don't know if I could do 300.
no, if you can include
300
male,
sounds like a lot.
if you include male, female, and those that do bilingual, because you have to do English to me, like to be on my
And
list.
you said it deserved to be on the list.
Like English and Spanish, you can do be on
What's
the
the
list.
criteria for deserve?
You make rap music and you are a rapper, whether you write your shit or you ghost written or not, is
Okay, so that's what
worthy
I said
of
then. Okay, so then any rapper that you can think of, right?
almost pretty much almost. Like I
Even
said,
the
there was
trash
people.
rappers you think of, you can find one verse you like, nigga.
Yeah, like that's when I started just digging in. That's when I got to 125, and I felt like, damn. That's when I started adding just
So
every
I'm right
motherfuckers.
then. Okay, you can think of 300 rappers, but after you get over like 100, it starts getting like this is just every
Yeah, but
rapper.
like I said, worthy of being on a list. As much as I
Like,
think Shadrick, like for example, Shadrick Washington is someone I think is completely fucking trash. He wouldn't be nowhere near my top fucking 350 if I can think of 350 to put before him. He wouldn't be nowhere near that. But I know people women who are just stuck in a time zone that love Shadrick Washington. So he would be on a list.
see,
So it's
okay,
like,
I get what you mean. That's kind of still the same thing I'm saying, but I get what you mean. And I think if I'm going to try that actually because it does sound kind of intriguing to do. I'm going to try that. I think I
because
could think of at
Soldier
least
Boy didn't make
200
the list
rappers.
because I don't think he would make
How?
anybody's list.
How?
Like
You sound
you,
stupid. I'm not even gonna say you sound
a
crazy. You sound
list,
stupid. You
a
sound.
list,
You know what year we in, right?
a list.
It's 2022, bro.
One hit wonders don't make the list, in my
What
opinion.
is the one hit you talking about? He got about 10. What are you talking about? He just had
Fuck,
another. He just went number one a few months ago. What are you talking about? He stole the beat I was writing to. She make
I
it
ain't hear
clap,
it.
clap, clap. Yes, you did. She make it clap, clap, clap.
I
She
didn't.
make it clap, clap, clap. Nigga, stop it. The bitch went number one. Soldier Boy by his fucking self. And
I
then
did.
Nicki jumped on the
Once
remix, nigga.
again, I didn't hear it. I did not hear
All
such a
right.
thing.
Regardless, you don't think
I don't.
Soldier Boy, much as we talk about Big Draco and the time that we've been doing this
You talk
podcast,
about Big Draco.
as much as we talk about Big Draco and the time
You a
that
Big
we
Draco
have been
fan.
doing this podcast, you don't think Soldier Boy makes anybody's list in the year 2022.
Wouldn't make my list.
That's not what we was basing this off of. You said that wouldn't make someone's list. You
And
don't think Soldier Boy is making someone's
to
list?
your argument, you probably are right. But in my opinion, in my logic, in the time that I made that list, logically, no one should have been doing that. But
Bow Wow made the list, but Soldier Boy make the list.
Bow Wow isn't really in my opinion, a musical talent. I
You just
believe
said
he,
he's on
I
bitches list, and that's a list. So you got to
yeah,
throw him on the
but
list.
I believe bitches, a lot of bitches be listening to him because they think he cute and shit.
And just to
So it really
clarify, we're
doesn't
not
really
talking about
matter
women
about the fucking music
specifically.
itself. It makes a list based off of bitches thinking that nigga cute and shit. So like that nigga moves way more. If he actually rapped better, he would move a shit ton more units than fucking Soldier Boy would because bitches like short niggas that look like bitches. That's why.
Nigga, that's a ridiculous reason to not have Soldier Boy on your list for one, and that's a ridiculous way to criticize Shedrick. But moving on.
Fuck Chadrick.
Anyway, what was the
I'm
oh
willing to fight that nigga in Grand Theft Auto, bare knuckle,
I'm willing to
in CJ backyard in
I'm
Grand Theft
willing to
Auto.
commentate with Snoop.
Oh, it's gonna be a real short commentary. I'm gonna let y'all know. It'll be real
I
short.
don't think it would be because I think on some WWE shit, Big Draco gonna come from the top rope on your ass out of nowhere.
Bruh, I've gained a pound a day since I stopped smoking. I'm out here.
Nigga,
Like
you stopped
I'm
smoking 3 days ago. Shut up.
exactly a pound a day. And I'm right where the fuck I want to be. So if I'm like going up in weight side, oh, I don't think so. That nigga a surfboard.
How about you wait?
158 right now.
It's probably about what he weighed. Well, I'd imagine he weighs somewhere between 150, 170. That's what I thought you weighed, somewhere between 150 to 170. Y'all niggas even weight class to fight each other. It's not like you're gonna get in there and get pop this
Nah,
nigga. He's
he's
not 5'1", nigga. He's like 5'7", 5'6". Nigga, he's about a buck
Draco
50.
or Shadrick.
Both of them, I think shit. Okay, I think Soldier Boy
Draco
is probably
taller.
our height. Yeah, I think Soldier Boy is probably our height. I think Bow Wow is a little shorter than us. Like I said, little. I mean like 5'5", 5'6". I
Draco
think.
got a weak jawline. Like that's an easy knockout. So I'm not. I'm like nah.
All right.
That's done.
I
That's
don't
clean.
know.
That look at his jawline. You not robbing me in my own house.
I'm
Like
not
I'm
even in this
sorry, but
conversation. I can fight all three of you niggas, and you niggas not in my weight class. So I can fight all four of you niggas, and you niggas not in my weight class.
look, you not my weight class if you got titties, and that's fine. That's cool. We
Ask
not
your
in each other's
brother,
weight
maybe
class.
right.
Like we not each other's weight class. That's fine. But these niggas not my fight class, and that's
They
fine too.
are. They are.
They not.
They
They
are.
not. They not.
They
You
a
know,
weight class
Draco
in
going
fight.
straight night night, and if you punch Chadwick Mossington in the eye, he's gonna
I'm
cry.
offended you even. I might have to beat Draco manager for the fight just to see how it go.
You a bitch ass nigga.
I ain't saying I wasn't gonna put money on both of y'all. I just said I'm gonna come to the ring with him.
All right, now I come through with Iron Mike. It's over.
Hey, if you hire him for a trainer, do you?
It's over.
I'm
No, if
just
I
sure Soldier
hire,
Boy's gonna try to hire him first.
no, I'm telling you, if I hire Iron Mike for a trainer, nigga, this podcast is over and I'm going full time. Because like I'm gonna take this first one, this first dub.
Oh no, 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 no!
I'm
You
gonna
can't even
knock
do
out.
that, nigga.
I'm gonna
That's
knock out
gotta be
Logan
a
Paul right after that. Then I'm gonna knock out his
no.
brother, and then right after that we go into the WBC, and that's lit.
You know why we not ending the podcast if you do that? Because every week we gonna get because we gonna be paying Mike anyway. Every week we gonna get his ass on this podcast and give us an update on your ass. So no, the fuck we not stopping this.
It just be your thing then, because I'm fighting at that point. I gotta be mad all the time.
No,
I
you can
can't
sit
drink.
there and just look angry and punch a bag in the
Nah,
background or something.
nah,
You can
fuck that
punch a
shit.
bag
I
behind Mike while you talking, nigga. He
going
talking.
full
Give him
time.
me and Mike.
I'm going cold
What we
turkey
doing
on
this podcast?
everything, nigga. I'm living in a cave at that point. Like I'm whooping everybody's ass.
Mike
If you gotta,
Tyson, I feel like he'll
if you
put you
for,
in the cave, nigga.
if you gotta force me to pull out, you know what I'm saying? Go get Mike. Ah, and
Bruh.
change professions. It just got real.
If I'm hiring Mike Tyson to get in a professional slash semi-professional situation with a person that I may or may not have an issue with for money and or not, I feel like by the time Mike Tyson's done with me and I snap into whatever mode I snap into, it's gonna be real hard for a nigga to fuck with me. Real hard. Pause. I just realized I had something, but still.
But Iron Mike be making niggas head explode though, bro. I don't want to see that happen to you. I really don't. I
But
really,
that's what
really
I
don't.
said. If he was training me, oh no, I would never fight Mike Tyson.
Oh,
I said that earlier. I said if he was training me for a fight, not if I was training to fight him. If I was training to fight him, I don't think there's any level of training that could prepare me for that at this point in time. I haven't put enough work into my own thing for that.
I would say if you wanted to fight Mike Tyson, I'm going straight to the like the nearest booking table and it's putting everything minus $15,000 like of my earnings that I have to my name on you dying in there. Like it's not even.
But
It
see,
wouldn't
that's
be
the
a
thing.
loss. It would be like, yo, they were like, yo, that ain't that your man's like, yes, I know he's gonna die in there. The 15,000 is so you know what I'm saying, like funeral expenses and shit is paid. I'm
What's the
still gonna
bag?
make sure that shit's good.
What's the bag? Because I would risk
Oh,
permanent
the
brain
bag is
damage.
going to your mom's, bro. Cause
No,
I said you
no,
gonna
that's what I'm
die in
saying.
there.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. Listen, if I would risk permanent brain damage and or death for a split with Mike Tyson in a fight. I would fight him for that. So if I could do a little fight with Mike for that, uh, as long as there's no clause in that contract talking about some my mama can't sue him if he does kill me, we're fine.
Keep your hands up. Don't die.
Well, that's the
That,
point.
like,
I do know how
I
to
mean,
fight. I just don't know if I can block Mike Tyson
but that was
punches.
me and your
Because I
dispute on
feel
about
like my
the
guard is like, that's like there.
but the
And then
bare
I
knuckle
feel like
shit
he's
though. That
like,
was my, that was the thing about the bare knuckle shit. You
pow.
said does you said
Like,
don't it wouldn't sell, and I'm like, you know what, it could, but the only way you don't die in a fucking
his
ring
blood
if you
turns
bare
on
knuckle
me.
boxing a nigga is if you don't drop your fucking hands. Cause these niggas are you might get hit in the temple hard as fuck with a nigga's like fucking middle knuckle and that shit be done.
Yeah.
You be clean.
It'd be over
So
with.
don't drop your fucking hands. How about that?
The
You
safest bet in a fight is to keep your head down and your hands up. Even if you don't know how to fight, keep your head down, hands up.
like sometimes you're overmatched. But
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. That's a
you
fact.
know what I mean? Like don't don't fight Iron Mike, bro. Cause yeah, I bet against you completely. I'm sorry.
Fuck
I
you.
bet against you. I pay for your funeral expenses though. And I
Fuck
make
you.
sure your mom and I make sure your mama get paid. Like I make sure she get your
Aw,
you know what I'm saying
I
and
appreciate it.
gets your death bag. But like I make
Aw.
sure she gets that. And you know what I'm saying, your funeral expenses paid for. But ultimately, I'm gonna tell you before you go out there, if you shouldn't go out there, you're gonna die. So if you go out that tunnel, You already made that decision. Said fuck what Joe said. So I'm gonna bet against you. So that's where it go.
I feel like if you change your bet because I walk out that spot, that's some whole ass shit.
No, I didn't make a bet until you decided that you was gonna walk out the tunnel because I told you before you even walked
Nigga,
out the tunnel.
if you don't do a straight Vegas bet on me, you a hoe. You gonna fan duel your mans?
No, I'm going to the bookie.
You gonna my bookie your mans?
I'm going. No, we going straight illegal. Them sport, them betting lines are better.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
a
saying.
hoe. You a
I'm
hoe.
I'm finding the nearest Italian American and shit that got the nearest motherfucking bloodline to John Gotti in Vegas, and I'm betting against you, like straight up. I'm sorry. You decided to walk out that tunnel. I told you you're gonna die when you do it. You did it anyway. You did it anyway because you decided. Because you decided. Fuck what Joe's saying. I'm gonna fight Iron Mike.
I
Told that
turn
nigga.
the I turn the heavyweight Floyd so quick, nigga. But anyway, is the dope dry or is it still wet? I've been wondering because I've been waiting to
How
wrap
heavy
it
is that
up and
brick?
package it. I heard it's a couple keys, nigga, but I've been waiting till it was dry to wrap it up and sell it and put it in my system and get it out to the masses. And they had to get it out to the masses first so it could get in everybody's system.
Baggies or caps?
And I think they might be doing both. And they seem to be moving it quick. Point being, the weather is wet. I've heard it's dry. Whether it's dry or not, I've heard it ain't wet.
Oh,
What we saying is Pusha T has finally dropped his motherfucking album.
ow.
And we gotta see if that bitch breathing or not. And I
Did you
said
listen to it?
breathing with the V. I listened to it about 2 times, 3 times. I think it was about
Mm.
and
This proves even further that you are good music and all type of Kanye them. Cause all the other motherfuckers that drop good music that ain't on good music be dropping and shit. And I know you listen to them niggas. And I gotta tell you 4, 5, 6,000, 50 million times. Yo, go check out that Earth Gang. Yo, go check out that Conway. Yo, go check out that Benny. Yo, go
well,
check out that Freddie Gibbs. But
Conway
but
and Pusha
then
and Freddie pop up on my shit when they drop. So I see that
but
even if you don't tell me.
but then you the first nigga to hit me with some fat nigga rap. The first nigga. Yeah,
It's not my
yeah,
fault you don't get fat nigga rap to your phone. You don't listen to enough fat nigga rap.
bruh.
I just
I
happen to like
listen. To,
fat niggas that rap. And I happen to be a fat nigga that raps.
it's fucking absurd
Not my
because I
fault you don't
swear,
get the new
I
Action
swear
Bronson
to
single,
God, I would put
new
money
Rick
on the
Ross
fact that
album.
I would put money on the fact that I listen to more Action Bronson, probably not Ross, but Action Bronson than you do, and I
I
never get a
give you
fucking
more
Action
Ross than
Bronson.
Action Bronson. I listen, it's probably even,
Nah,
but I listen
eh,
to a lot
eh,
of both.
fam, I didn't even know White Bronco came out until you told me.
And that was out for like a month before I told you about it. And you
Nigga,
was like, where the fuck was this at? I'm like, niggas been out. Where have you been?
I get everybody that ain't a fat nigga that comes to my phone and is as an alert to so and so drop. Everybody. I don't understand it. I even have my alerts turned on for Action and Rick. Still don't get them shits. I don't understand it. I don't. I really don't.
I don't know. I don't know how
Them
you do it.
motherfuckers told me. Them motherfuckers told me when Stove God dropped, and I wouldn't even have a notification. Like the notification for the Apple Music and shit turned on for that when that shit came out.
I don't have no notifications turned on for nothing on none of the streaming services I got. I just go on there and they recommend what they think I want to hear. And nigga, I either get a bunch of gangster rap or a bunch of fucking, a mix of rock and pop and fucking R&B and nigga, they think You look at my fucking recommended shit, bro. You would think they think I really be listening to some wild shit. I don't listen to
You
half
do be listening to some wild shit. You listen to Taylor
that.
Swift,
I
Britney
was just about
Spears.
to. I was just about to say the shit I do listen to though ends up being like shit you would think if you heard me listening to. If you seen me just listen to it, you'd be like, "Fuck, are you listening to?"
You listen to Katy Perry in 2022, nigga. You strange. You strange, nigga.
I don't listen to Katy Perry in 2022.
You do, nigga.
Old Katy Perry, not new
Same
Katy
thing.
Perry.
Same thing.
Old Katy Perry still fly.
Same thing. I realized too as of recently, and we're gonna get back to Pusha T, that I heard TikTok by Kesha, but
Still
like,
fire. Still fire.
bro, I drank a lot at that time. I can tell you I drank a lot at that time because I was like, yo,
Do you know how
my
many white
mood is
families
not
are
even on
almost
that no
destroyed
more.
because of that song?
You said what?
Do you know how many white families are almost destroyed because of that song?
Probably as many as I probably did destroy at that time. But I was drinking a lot.
No, I'm talking about from the time it came out to the time we was partying to it. Like I remember going in like middle school to like little white girls' houses and shit, and them introducing me to their parents, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is your friend? Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And
you was
they'd be
nigga of
up
the
there,
year.
tick tock. They'd be like, "Who is this nigga in my house, and why is she so comfortable with it?"
Yep, you was nigga of the year.
I was nigga like oh 06, oh 07, oh 08, bro. I was like hood nigga of the year.
Oh yeah, you was definitely hood nigga of the year. I get
And that,
like
and that's by default.
I would give you.
I'll be honest, it's by default because I was in one of the whitest suburbs in America, and they hadn't seen many black people, and that was pretty much the beginning of my hood nigga adventures. If we're
You
being
called them
honest,
hood nigga adventures.
they were.
I
I
had
was living in
suburban
the
adventures. I ain't gonna lie. I would get.
my hood nigga
I
adventures
would
started in
snap.
the suburbs. Like I would
Like
be like getting the suburb niggas to like,
I would
like that was where my money was coming from.
I would snag the attention of some Caucasian young lady in my younger days, and before I would get like too niggerish because I couldn't hold it in too long. I was baby faced enough to where it was like I could
Oh
downplay it
yeah,
when
you
like
ain't have
and
shit.
yeah and whitewash it a little bit to where you can get into the door like way comfortable and I didn't get that side nigga look that often. But I was really up to some bullshit the entire fucking time.
Nigga, first time police started following
I
me
was
was like
James
7 years
Bonding it a couple of times. I
old.
got in there like with some real James Bond, like, oh yeah, hey.
The baby face was not enough for me. The detectives were
No,
on my
no, no, no.
they
You
were
too
on
black.
my
You too
mans.
black. You too black. Too black, man. Too black. I'm sorry. You know, like, they was like, oh my God, Trump,
Mm.
save us. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to Pusher.
so you calling Push album mid? That's what you're saying.
No, I was not. Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? The fuck,
I don't know, nigga. I'm trying to get you to say something.
bitch! Don't just put words in my mouth. No, no, it's not fucking mid. That shit is high grade, um, tested, 100% pure, stamped for the right reasons and shipped off and spread out amongst the people that needed it. Dope.
Baggies or caps?
Like I said, both. We got baggies, we got caps, we got motherfucking we got balloons, bitch. We got whatever you need. Check me out. Check me out. 12 songs, right? And I got a question for you. You already
36
know I
minutes.
do.
Huh?
36 minutes. I said, I got a question for you. You know I do. It's
Hmm.
36 minutes of good dope.
Mm-hmm.
6 songs produced by Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
6 songs produced by the artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
Two verses, by the way, on there with him.
Too much, but
Did you sit through the Kanye verses or did you short Pusha T on the listening experience that he was trying to provide for you?
I listened through it,
Okay.
and
I just wanted to know because I feel like you short a
I
nigga when
listened.
you don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, the reason why. First off the rip, I had to listen to the entire bit because of the fact that I'm like, look, nigga, you was supposed to release this shit last year, and then you was trying to compete with Kanye for trying to fuck up OVO season. So, nigga, this shit better be spectacular. So, or you gonna be looking like a knucklehead. So therefore, I gotta listen to the whole bitch.
Like a
Real
knucklehead.
shit.
You
On some
hungry,
Charles
Chuck?
Barkley, on some knucklehead.
I'm hungry,
It have
Chuck.
been
You hungry,
terrible.
Chuck?
I think we hungry. Like that type of shit. Like I
Shout out
like
that nigga Jasper. That shit is hilarious.
that
That
have
nigga
been
Jasper
terrible.
Red that came up, bro. No, that ain't Jasper Red. That nigga Jasper that came up though.
Damn. But yeah, like all right, this has to be great. It has to be great. It has to, and I have to listen to the entire thing to analyze its greatness.
I was hoping you felt that way.
And I think it's really good. It's really good.
How do you feel
But
about the two Kanye verses?
oh no, he trash.
Do you feel that way about both of them?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the 6 songs he produced?
He has a formula for push. That's a
Okay.
known fact. That's a fact now. Like after what he did with Daytona, it's a known fact that he can produce for push.
Yeah.
Push does something to him, or they do something for each other where it just meshes.
Now
I
see,
don't think I don't think he has it for himself anymore. I don't think he has it for anyone else. But yeah,
I think
he
he
had but I
okay.
think Push does something that adds to it to where it makes sense. Because I believe he can make that same beat for a bunch of them, like them same beats for a bunch of different motherfuckers. But it doesn't, they are all mid songs if it's somebody else. I think Push elevates that shit. I don't think he elevates his own self no more.
I think Kanye is going through a weird phase, and I say a weird phase,
Stop
not
it.
meaning. Listen, let me fucking finish. Not meaning a phase in the sense that things will change. A phase in the sense that the things he's doing is, like you said, more conducive for other people than it is for himself. And I think that's why I wanted to ask you what I asked you first, because I think Kanye, out of the production on the album, had the weaker end of the production, and
He did.
I think only one of Kanye's verses was cold. I think two of them samples he did was hot garbage.
They was.
But
Push elevated the
it was
songs.
just so you remember, and the other one he had a feature on, the one without Kid Cudi. Them two songs are garbage.
The one with Kid Cudi that
I
he
like
did,
that song, and I like that
yeah,
Kanye
but
verse. I feel like that's Kanye. That's the Kanye we need to hear. That's the Kanye we need to hear. That nigga sounded like he was tired, and like he was just trying to get some shit off his chest. That's the kind that is saying the words he said. The
but
shit was heartfelt and relevant. The shit made sense. I like that Kanye verse. If he rapped like that all the time, I would be excited to listen to his album still.
Saha wrote that shit. But
No, that was too personal. That was too personal.
Saha wrote that. Anyway,
You a dirty nigga. You a dirty nigga.
any verse that you say that fucking Kanye on that's cold, I'm gonna say Saha wrote it. And like I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
You a dirty ass
Saha wrote
nigga,
that.
bro.
Saha wrote it.
Side
Any
wrote That shit. That nigga
Saha wrote
said
it.
how that nigga said, why we fighting when I go to pick up my kids, bitch? I'm just trying to be the man of the house. Stop trying to hold me. I'm just trying to live right.
No, you not.
I can
Stop
fucking
it.
but
Stop
the way he said it,
it.
the emotion, nigga, the voice, the
Is
nigga
he?
sounded
Cause
like
he
he had just woke
wrong.
up. That shit was
He
raw.
wrong. He wrong.
Kid Cudi was on the fucking hook. Nigga, I like that rock and
Kid
roll
Cudi don't even
song.
fuck with him no more. But
And that's why it's
anyway,
the last song they'll ever be on together. But still, the shit the work they've done together has been amazing. We all know it.
but still though, off the side, like Pharrell actually saved that fucking beat because Ye couldn't get the drum shit right. So he act like so Pharrell's drum beat
Wait,
is
wait,
that.
wait. Come on, don't do that to Ye. Don't do that to Ye. It's not no nigga.
Push
If we're
told that
so
story
yeah, I
on
know.
Breakfast Club.
I watched some of that. I heard that, nigga. And he also said in that same interview, what nigga, it was more like a personal versus for me. It was like watching niggas go back and forth. I give one nigga some, he do something. I give the other nigga some, he do something, try to make it better. I take half of one to this nigga. He say, oh, okay, let me add this to it. I'm gonna do better than his half, and then they mesh it all together. That's how you make a dope album, nigga. There ain't no slight to nobody involved in that process. I don't care how you feel about who it is.
All I'm saying is Pharrell been a better producer. Ye treated the dash without Pusha T, and Kid Cudi don't fuck with him no more because Kid Cudi is weird and but not that weird. There you go. That's what I got to say about that.
Hmm,
But the album isn't mid.
high
It's
quality dope.
it's better than Daytona in my opinion.
Now I don't know about that yet.
I give it that because
I gotta
it's
let it
more.
sit with me a little longer. I don't know about that yet.
It's more. That's like for me, it's the moreness. It's not a lot,
Yeah,
but
I'll
it's
give you that.
more.
There is that.
That's
There is
why
that.
that's why
There
it's
is that.
because I feel like if they knocked it down to 6 songs, like let's say they did, it would be on the same par to me as Daytona.
I
But
feel like
I
Daytona
listen
left
to.
wanting more enough to where it's like this one had to be a little longer. I feel like Push knew what he did. And he knew the
You
feeling
have
we was
to. You
having with
have
that
to.
that seven. He knew the feeling we had with that. It was like, it was so fucking fire, nigga. Why you ain't give us more? And then I feel like this, in comparison to Daytona, is like more of a Daytona. This is like I feel like this is Daytona B sides. Does that make sense?
I feel that.
Not in the sense of it's not a new album. In the sense of if I'm picking up from where I left off, album wise, this is the next logical step. You know what I
I can see
mean?
that. But that's how he moved, though. That's just push. I just think it was something that was well executed on the terms of him, but he know when he can and when he wants to move in that way. I think it's going to be very hard for good music to move.
Without Kid Cudi, Tiana Taylor, and
Big Sean,
the motherfuckers there, Big
Big
Sean.
Sean gone too.
I'm sure Designer ain't gonna be there much longer if he's still.
Designer ain't there no more. He been gone.
Who else? Gone. Nobody else mattered that was on the list. That was
Nah,
the roster.
yeah,
That was
that's
the
the roster.
roster. That was the roster.
There you go. All
So
of
it's
it's gone.
basically just him and Push now. Anyway.
Push is the driving force because you like realistically, he's the
Oh
driving
no,
force.
they got Shake,
070 shake ain't that much.
but they supposed to be, they got them propped up in position to be something huge. So who knows what that album will do?
You could be, but
Who knows? You got
That's
to
like
wait till that
OV.
album come.
That's like OVO and Division. It's like, of course,
I don't know if that's the same thing.
I was put in the same bar because it's like it ain't like you not gonna sell records. It ain't like your tour ain't gonna be crazy, but
Division ain't
it
really on OVO, are they?
yeah they on OVO.
Oh, okay. I thought they was just like on some party shit. Like they just kind of fucked with OVO.
No, they OVO. At least the
That's a
last
group,
I
right?
checked.
That's not a
Yeah,
person.
two
That's a
niggas.
group, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, two people.
Well,
But
is it breathing?
I give it a solid A. I wasn't wild, but it was pretty good. I have to let it live longer to see where it ranks currently as far as best music I've heard this year as far as projects. Once again,
Who's dropping
another
songs?
let that bit breathe. Weekend is still leading the pack. That shit dropped in January, I think. And like then this nigga still leading, in my opinion. Best
But for
album?
rap, okay. Let's say best album of the year, Grammys. Is
He ain't what's the name of this shit though? He ain't entering this shit because of
who?
what happened with After Hours.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm saying if we're gonna put it in that type of category, right?
Hmm.
If those two are the best two in the category, right? Yeah, I guess Weekend does win that. But who else do we have to put against that in hip hop right now? I ain't been following other genres, but in hip hop right now, as of April, mid April, into April 2022, where are we with? We got Kendrick dropping next month. They put that
I
official
would put
release
Tana
out.
Talk 4 in there. Definitely. Um
That was good. I don't know if that's album of the year good.
we talking about hip hop. You just said.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like I don't know
So
if that album
if I'm talking hip hop, his would be in there right now. Um fuck, Conway's album is really good. I probably have to put both of them in there. Push would be three, the third. I wouldn't put Weekend as just hip hop,
no.
so I'm not gonna put him in that area like that class right now. Shit. Let me
Dope
look
don't
into the
sell
month.
itself.
Yeah, Dope Don't Sell Itself will be four. You know what?
Didn't Ross drop? Yeah, Ross
Yeah,
dropped.
Ross Drop, but I like Ghetto Guys more by Earth Gang. I'm gonna keep that real. And shit,
Probably
since I let it
Kanye
live a
West.
little bit, the sixth man in my opinion would be Ramona Park Broke My Heart, Vince Staples. That album is really fucking good, bro. If we saying right now, if I had to pick six, that would be my six.
I think out of your six, I'm taking Push.
I gotta let the shit live.
All right, before we
I gotta
get up out of here,
let it live with the year
last
or
thing, last
whatever.
thing I gotta ask you. I mean, if we let it live, like I said, you might end up where you said you might be at, which was, maybe it's better than Daytona. But like I said, I'm only giving you the edge on Daytona because of those
But I didn't
songs.
give they but that year Daytona came out, I didn't think that was the best album of the year. I thought Victory
It
Lap
was
was.
fucking one of them. Okay, but okay, that's not fair.
How is it not? I was saying that at the time.
A Nipsey died.
He
B, it
died the
was a
year
better
after.
album. Wait, okay, yeah, true. Okay, but he didn't. That whole ceremony didn't take place till after. Regardless. Point being, the album was longer. There was more hype around it. It was a better way to do it. That push Daytona shit came in the midst of a thing that was mostly surrounded by Ye. That was mostly Kanye's. Watch what I can do. Watch me do this. Y'all niggas think y'all fucking with me? I'm about to run the summer. That was that. That wasn't really Push going like, yo, watch me do my shit. That was Push helping Kanye again, in a sense.
Yeah, but Grinding All My Life is one of the songs of the summer. So I don't like
So was
Hustle and Motivate. How about that too?
okay.
It was
Okay.
like I
See,
like look
one
look
good
look
album.
all I'm saying is, in my opinion, still to this day, that year, Victory Lap was better. The
It was.
Daytona was great. Victory Lap was better.
Mm. I just
Scorpion
think
came out that year. Well, like there was other shit that came out that was still good, but Victory Lap was better. Like, period. No ifs,
that's
ands, or
true.
buts about it.
I'm not.
You
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
arguing that. I'm not
And,
arguing that. I'm
and
just
but what
arguing is almost drive a little bit better than Daytona for real. That's what I'm really arguing.
what I'm saying is, like, it has the, like, in my, what I told you, in my opinion, it has the potential to be better than Daytona because it's longer. I'm getting more out of it. I'm getting more of an audio dope break, so to speak.
Okay.
You
I
know what I
feel that.
mean?
I feel that. I feel that. I feel
So
that.
it's something more to digest. But if as good as it is, it may be in top five, top six best hip hop albums of the year. At the end of it all, I can still right now with some other albums that I've already lived with. That's what I'm saying. It's like I gotta live with this shit right now. But it's not saying that Kendrick is gonna come through and steal everybody's flowers and fucking and shit in 3 weeks.
He might.
So
Very well
you know what
might.
I'm saying? He might lift up the whole leg and dog shit on everybody.
I can say the album title is intriguing. So I'm interested to see where it goes.
I go into every Kendrick album like I do with things that is just like I just don't want nothing else from.
Just let it happen.
Just
Just
let it
let it
happen.
happen.
I'm not
See
gonna
where it
expect
takes you.
nothing. Nothing's ever gonna sound the same. Fuck it. Look,
And if it does,
give,
you'll notice. You'll notice if it does. And it might be on purpose.
this nigga is too uh calculated. Like
That's
this
why I
nigga's
say if it
calculation is
does, it
fucking
might be on
ridiculous.
purpose and you'll notice. Nigga, for real.
Like this nigga's calculation is ridiculous to r- stupid levels. Like that shit's crazy. So this nigga might blow out everybody out of the water.
You're right.
At this point, he's shooting 100% from the field.
Facts.
Maybe he has a brick. Maybe that shit rattles in a little bit. Who knows?
Facts.
But
Before we get up out of here, nigga, I got one last thing to ask you about motherfucking Push album. What's your favorite record on there?
my favorite one, uh, let me look at it. Really break that one down. Cause I just let shit rock. Um, shit.
Because I had to narrow it down from three, and I got my one. I had to narrow it down because I got three
I
really
got through.
three of them on there. I was like, got three favorites, but there's one standout. It's like that's the one.
I got three. I got three. Oh shit! I got four.
You could have been lit that. You know that, right?
Shit.
I know.
Oh damn! This shit is actually harder. Like when I'm looking at it, like
Is
at
that
the track
hard
list.
for you, really?
All right, Call My Bluff is one of them.
I figured out. It's one. It's a lighter right by you.
Call My Bluff, Scrape It Off, Neck and Wrist,
Let me your top
uh,
ones.
Let the Smoker Shine, Shine the Coops, and Brambleton would be the fourth man.
I don't even count neck and wrist. So let's just say three. Because I don't even count neck and wrist. I got hove on it. Hove for real. Come on.
Said
Can't even
that got
count that.
hope on it.
Can't even count that. Can't even count that. It's not fair.
All right, I'm gonna take that one off then.
So just Brambleton let the smoker shine the coop.
Call My Bluff and Scrape It Off.
Actually, mine was Let the Smoker Shine the Cool, Rock and Roll. What's the last one? Open Air and I Pray for You.
I Pray for You is a good record. I was debating with
And
that
my
one,
favorite, my favorite,
but
favorite.
Brambleton's hard.
What's the main one though? Because I told you I narrowed it down to my one. So what's your one?
My one that's not neck and wrist.
Yeah, the one standout from the album.
Mm. Mm. Let the smoker shine the coops. That's
You
my
gonna
shit.
you gonna do that? You gonna do that
That's
too?
my shit. That's
Bitch, I
my
thought you was gonna
shit.
say Call My Bluff was your main one. Yeah, no, that's my main one too. Let the smoker shine.
Oh, nigga.
That's my main one.
In the
I had to
drop top
replay.
this, oh my nigga, on the drop top this year. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
banging that bitch outside.
I had to
Oh,
replay that. I had to replay Rock and Roll. I had to replay Open Air, and I'm like, wait, which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? It's Let the smoker shine the coop, bro.
that like that. That shit's hard, bro. Like that, like that shit's hard. Cause when I pressed play, Brambleton came on. I'm like, this shit's hard than a motherfucker. That's why I'm like, that shit's up there.
Brambleton threw me off at first because the beat, I was like, it was just strange at first, and then I got into it because of what he was saying. I'm like, okay, I picked up on it.
Man,
Then I had to
that
go
nigga was
listen to
snapping.
it again, and I'm like, wait, no, okay, no, that's crazy. But no, that Let the Smoker
But
Shine the Coop is another level.
when that one hit, I'm like, oh,
That's another level
I'm like, that's that shit.
for real.
So
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with it. That's my one that
yeah.
from this album. You know what I'm saying? So
That bitch breathing.
it's definitely breathing. It's breathing. I'm not disappointed from this shit. I tell you that.
No, no. It's everything I was expecting. It's like Sonic 2. It's everything I was expecting and wanted from it.
You a Sonic 2 ass nigga and a Sonic 1 ass nigga.
I like Sonic. Sorry.
You an animated anime watching ass nigga. Well, a live action anime watching ass nigga. Fuck out of here.
And animated.
Shut up, nigga. Anyway,
Anyway,
we out of here.
peace. It's
Epi-
been another week.
Episode 202, Non Millennials Podcast, Out of Space Media. Pleasure serving you this audio dope in brick
Yes,
form
sir. Yes,
through,
sir.
you know what I'm saying, through your ear holes, all across the ways, across the pond, different states, cities, suburbs, countries, shacks. Um, I'm sure there's some motherfuckers that's listening to us in like a bodega in Africa somewhere. Shout out to y'all.
Do
Like,
they have those?
I think their version of a bodega would be like how we look at the word bodega. I think in Spanish, like just a nasty place to be that sells things. So
Cat sitting on the bread and whatnot. Anyway,
yeah, you know what I mean. Like you got like a whole lion right there, and it's looking at it's looking at the same sausage that you looking at that you want to buy from the deli. You know
facts.
what I mean? Like something like that. You know what I mean? Like shout out to y'all that's listening. You know what I mean? If y'all get your on the one iPad that y'all have in the village, shout out to y'all. We fuck with y'all too. You know what I mean?
Shout
Shout out
out
to
to
whoever's
Riverside for doing video shit now with Anchor, so you could probably get this shit a lot more raw.
low key. We ain't shouted them out, but they need to send a really, 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 really big bag.
They do
And they when no one's ever really thought about it. Shout out Wi-Fi. Send a bag.
that
Like a
too.
big yeah, like Wi-Fi needs to send a bag to people. I'm sorry, but it like they really do. If we really want to break it down, that's the source to everybody's success, Wi-Fi.
That's a fact.
Like
That's a fact.
that's it. That's it right
Yeah, I
now.
think a black man created Wi-Fi.
Who is paying Wi-Fi?
I
Who
think
is
I, I,
Wi-Fi?
I think somebody just. I think the government owns it now. The government owns the patent to it, so I guess it's got to be a tax thing or something. Like you can't just own Wi-Fi, nigga. Like the
I
government
think
owns
that's
it.
bullshit. Somebody owns Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the government owns it, but like I think you can like register pieces of it. Like if we
Look,
started our own Wi-Fi company, we could, but we'd have to have some part of government involved. I'm
can
sure.
you steal Wi-Fi?
Yeah, for sure. I do it all the time.
No, no, like steal it from from your neighbor. Like steal Wi-Fi. Like if like as a thing. Like I can steal Wi-Fi from this server.
You know what? We are live streaming on too many platforms to be asking those type of questions. So we're gonna get the fuck up out of here till next week. I got some ass to eat. So I'll make something happen or something work with that whole Wi-Fi thing, you know.
Wi-Fi's in the bag, fat one, because we know you got it.
That's a fact. Paying somebody for this fucking bandwidth.
God damn it, Siri don't work for no reason, motherfucker.
That's a fact.
All right, episode 202. We out.
We out, you motherfuckers.